Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips with CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, and we are here in Ithaca, Michigan for a Great Lakes Championship bout here with the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan State Spartans. And I'll give you a little bit of clue to the field. Beautiful stadium here. Joe Davis, the voice of the Ohio State Buckeyes, is here. And so it looks like who won the toss, Joe?
I don't know who won the toss, but Ohio State is receiving.
Okay, so we either had Michigan State defer and Ohio State is receiving, and they're receiving from what appears to be the east end of the stadium. I think this is where the sun's coming up, Joe.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, and we are here in beautiful Michigan. We stayed overnight. We had a Defiance game last night with Bluffton, and so we decided just to drive up after that and not go back to Wilmington and then make a 4 or 5 hour drive. So we're here, Joe. What do you think?
Here. Hey, I love it up here. I mean, as far as Michigan goes, I love it up here. I mean, it's a beautiful area. The place, the town we stayed in last night, which was Alma.
Yeah.
A-L-M-A, Alma.
Neat town.
And it was really nice.
Had a great
beautiful
meal.
Downtown, had a nice meal.
Had a great meal. The town is about 9,000 people.
And then this town has about 28, Ithaca.
Right. So
but this field is beautiful.
Oh, yes. And it's Veterans Memorial Field here.
And on Veterans Weekend, that's really apropos.
You can't ask for more, can you, Joe?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we want to say hi to all the people out there that are going to be watching this stream, both from here in Michigan, following Michigan State, and also from Columbus and the surrounding Ohio areas where the Buckeyes are supported, and all over the country, because we know that both these clubs represent young men, old men, middle-aged men, what is it, Joe, from all over the country, even outside the country, Puerto Rico and
oh, man, amen.
That's right.
California.
That's right.
Now,
California's in the country, Joe.
Oh.
Still is. Still in the country.
I keep forgetting
I know
that.
you forget that, but California is still in the country, at least for the
I've
time
heard they
being.
were thinking of voting it out, but no, we did find something interesting today.
We did?
We found out that both these teams that are playing today could be playing next week in Toledo.
That's right. Gordon State was beat. So that means that both Michigan State and Ohio State, regardless of the outcome of this game, could be eligible. Whoever wins this game is definitely eligible.
Right, they get the automatic bid.
And whoever loses this game will have to wait and see how everything pans out.
And they go by the strength. Like right now, Ohio State's rated third, but now second because Gordon got beat out.
Right.
So Michigan State is ranked first. Ohio State is ranked second. So of the teams that make it there and who get today, the other teams playing around play to make it there. If Ohio State loses, but is still ranked ahead of them, they would go, or at least one of them. They would go because, if all of them but one, because then they would go play that team.
So ultimately, Joe, what we're saying is next week we are going to be doing the semifinals here on Campus Nation. So there will be 4 teams in the semifinals at the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. We will be there with bells on, and we'll be bringing you all the live action of not one game, but both games, both of the semifinal games coming to you from the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. So
correct.
We're about ready to get underway. We got about 17 minutes. We finally got everything organized, made sure all our bandwidth was here, and we were able to get – there is fiber in the press box, which is fantastic because anytime I can plug into fiber, that's the highest speed possible. I think we had probably at least a gig up and down here or close to it as far as – and I know for some people it's too technical, but the bottom line is it's a lot of bandwidth, and hopefully the stream will be solid, and it's a lot better than Wi-Fi. It's a lot better than even just regular Ethernet. When you've got fiber behind you, you've got all kinds of speed. So, and that's spoken by the engineer of the broadcast. So that's why I get excited, because we've got a good game, and we've got great teams, and we've got fantastic production, and hopefully everybody that's out there, and there are people coming into the stadium, so everybody that's out there will be able to get all the action, both with the Buckeyes and with the Spartans as they play this game here this afternoon.
The wind is a very
it's a factor.
factor today because if your camera shows the
I'll
flag
show you the
there,
flag. There's the flag.
and look how it's blowing straight out.
Beautiful, beautiful sight, isn't it?
Right.
Especially on this day after Veterans Day.
Now, I will say this. On the end where the flag is, the little flags that are hooked onto the goalpost are blowing out toward the flag. On the opposite end, they're not blowing out that often. They are now and then going out, but most of the time they've been laying down beside the goalpost. So it could be a factor on what end of the field you're on, how the ball reacts.
And if you're wondering if in the background you see some huge windmills, there are dozens and dozens of these windmills
I counted
all
over 50.
over the area. And we were coming into Ithaca last night, which is where we are here for this game, and it was dark. Because obviously it gets dark now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Joe?
Oh yeah, it's dark early.
So it was about 5 o'clock or 5:30.
I thought it was midnight when you said it was like 6:30.
That's right. So anyway, when we came in here, we saw what appeared to be this huge runway landing strip with all these red flashing lights everywhere. It was the red lights that are on top of each of these windmills.
And they were for miles.
And they were everywhere. They were, and even now, if you look out, you can see 50, 60 of these windmills as far as the eye will, you can see. And this is basically farmland.
Oh, yeah.
But they've got these huge windmills.
In fact, there's probably over 75 to 100.
Yeah.
If you look as far as you can to the right, which is further, and I didn't look that way, and I counted like 55 or 60, and now I see even more. So there's probably 75 or more, and just where we are.
Right. So hopefully we'll have a good game here today. And of course, these windmills are powering our broadcast today, Joe. Powered by Ithaca and Michigan Windmills.
If you get cold, they do have a heater down here on.
Right. Well, Joe's already taking the heater up. He's all over that heater.
I got a name toward them, so I'm fine.
We're not that far north, Joe. You act like we're at the North Pole or something.
We're down where it's warmer than up here,
Yeah, like probably 4 degrees, 5 degrees, something like that. But anyway.
Got a busy highway right by. Now, do you know, or can you tell? Is this field going east-west or north-south?
North-south.
This is north end, and that's south.
And that's south. Okay.
That's what I said earlier, and he said east-west. So
I'd
like to be right again. Yeah. Thank you. Because that road is going north-south right there.
US 127.
Well,
that's what I thought.
127 is everywhere. It goes north, south, east,
Everywhere-
west.
everywhere we go.
It goes in roundabouts. It's everywhere.
It says turn right on 127 off of 127.
To
and you drive
127.
10 miles, and you go turn left on the I-27. I go, wait a minute.
So the teams are still warming up. Buckeyes are in their white
That's
unis.
as far as it'll go.
Looks like
we pulled it.
They've got gray pants on.
Yes.
And their gray helmets with the red trims, the scarlet trim. And the Spartans, they are in their, looks like mostly black unis. They've got the trim of green, the Spartan green on their numbers. And
the numbers are green with the trim of white.
That's right. Well, they have to be, so we can see them. Because we can't see them, but they'll blend into the uniform too much.
Yeah, you're going to say they don't have a trim of green on those black uniforms. No.
Right. So and I didn't get anything official today, but at last word, our broadcasts next week for the semis, those will occur at, what did we say, Joe, 3 and 7. 3 and 7, 5 and 7, 5 and 7.
5 and 7.
But they said that it's possible that Toledo will have something to do with moving them up to 1
3 and 7 or 1 and 5.
1 and 5, right. So just stay tuned to our website. We'll try to get you the information ahead of time. If not, because when we post our new statics for the two games,
that's the same one.
They'll have the times on them, so you'll be able to pick up on that real quick. And as you can see, today is a 3-camera broadcast. Camera with the flag. That's camera.
I got Michigan State. Ohio State, they didn't have any extras.
I can get you one. That's what I'm saying. I can get.
We got connections. So that camera number 3, that's camera number 3. And we'll show you camera number 2. And once again, that's the other goalposts. And you can see the windmills
right there,
turning slowly in the background. And you can see how far you can see. They're still there. And then the main camera, which I will operate and hopefully try to follow all the action today, which I do a pretty good job of it, considering the fact that I do everything else other than Joe talks. The main camera is right there.
The important
shot.
Stuff.
That's right, Joe. You do the important stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to do a break real quick. We'll go to one of our sponsors here, so we'll be right back.
Autumn is an excellent time to enjoy the great outdoors. It's also a great time to experience the scenic Upper Cuyahoga River in beautiful Geauga County. At Crooked River Adventures, we're open year-round 7 days a week, and we rent kayaks, paddleboards, and canoes. Before or after your voyage, you can enjoy our restaurant with patio and bar, or you can bring your own picnic. Crooked River Adventures are perfect for school outings and for family bonding. For more information, visit crookedriveradventures.com.
I don't know those a lot.
I have to get excited. There we are. We're back. Okay.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple guys up here in the booth with us, one doing the clock and doing the loudspeaker. And
the loudspeaker?
Well, whatever.
What is that?
Doing the
is that old
doing
for
the speaker?
Is that old for the announcing?
Over the intercom or whatever you want to call it.
Intercom?
It's something. They're going to be talking so everybody outside can hear them. Every time I say something, you pick on me. But anyway, one's very knowledgeable of the sign. So when the referee comes over and gives us what the play, what the penalty was, I'm not having to guess up here. I think that means this. We'll know what it means.
So you have someone that's knowledgeable, unlike you.
Unlike me.
Unlike you, huh?
Hey, if it's volleyball or basketball, I know what they're talking about.
It's not, Joe.
I teach the classes there.
So anyway, we've got 9 minutes. So the teams, I think, are heading back to their respective. They actually do have locker areas.
Yes.
They utilize the same lockers at the high school, and because Michigan State technically is the home team, I would imagine, and they're hosting this, they
played this all year long on this field, so this is their home field.
They get the home field locker rooms.
Home field side.
And I don't know, I've not been in those. I was in the Ohio State locker room, just a big room, but at least it's better to get out of this wind, especially if you're changing or something like that. All right.
Was the guy that was kicking on his own with a blue shirt and some shorts on, was he just not in uniform yet, their kicker? Or
I would imagine, as you look across the stadium, and I'll pull up the picture of that again, there is a huge LED screen. So I imagine, I don't know whether that'll be active today, but this facility is really remarkable considering this town is, like Joe said, less than 3,000 people. So I would imagine the school district has to be immense to be able to pay and to continue to keep a stadium as beautiful as this with as few people that are actually in the town. So much like back home where we are in our one radio station location, it is the largest school district, public school district, as far as size where they gather students up in the state. And I imagine that probably here in Michigan, this is probably similar because, once again, unless there's other funding for the stadium, if this is the public school district that's paying for this, they have to have a lot of students from drawing them out from the farmland out here. We also want to say a shout out to the Toledo Rockets. They're going to be hosting in the Glass Bowl. That is Toledo's actual stadium that we'll be in next week. Pretty nice stadium too, and you'll enjoy the broadcast from there. But that'll, as we said, we have the times, and those may change between now and next week. But I don't know how many people that stadium holds, but it's fairly large. And of course, Toledo is a MAC school, so that's where they. Those are the teams that they play. I'm going to try to see if I can lower the seat.
I tried mine. It didn't work.
Doesn't work?
I tried to lower it just like 4 inches.
Sometimes they've got, but they're kind of, yeah, they're kind of high.
I know it.
And I'm just going to have to stand because
I sat on it, and now I pushed it, and it went down. So sit on it, and then pull the thing up on the side.
All right, thanks, Joe. It'll probably collapse. I'll fall to the floor,
go down.
And I'll fall off of it.
We can only hope.
It's using your...
Pull up on it.
I am.
Well, see, I did mine and it went down like 3 inches. That's perfect. Now I'm perfect.
No, I'm not. So anyway, I'll just have to stand. But what's new? I do all the hard stuff around here. Why don't you sit on it, Joe? Maybe you're a little heavier. You weigh all of 20 pounds.
Yeah. No?
No, that one's stuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference. I'm going to have to stand up anyway in order to be able to run the camera properly. And the way I'm running this camera is similar to the tower at Lincoln Tower Field in Columbus. So I'm sort of reaching up in order to do that.
So
sometimes
we have more cameras than we do normally.
Well, we do because this is a special playoff game. And next week we'll have the same, at least a 3-camera setup. And hopefully we will have Ethernet. But I'm sure, it being Toledo, we'll have Ethernet there that we can plug into as well. Buckeyes are heading on.
To the field.
Michigan State coming to this side of the field.
They carried the Ohio State flag as they ran across the field.
And that is the Ohio State Buckeye flag, not the Ohio State flag.
Oh, yes, Ohio State Buckeye flag. I didn't think there was another one, so.
Good afternoon. Oh, that's not on. Is it? Testing.
Doesn't sound like it. Is there an amplifier somewhere you got to turn on? It would
4
be-
minutes and a
would be-
half till game time. Yeah, I couldn't tell. There was somebody outside you could say, hey, do you hear me and wave or something?
You'll have to get a hold of the head guy here. And we want to thank Ithaca High School and their facilities here for hosting this event and giving us access to do this.
There's nothing down here to hook. It's just a cord coming up out
Yeah,
of
the
that
cord's
black-
coming out of this wood here.
and
So
it just comes up to here. That's it.
we're trying to get the announcer online so he can announce the game. But I would imagine there has to be some amplification or something.
Testing, testing, testing.
It may be that one of the computers runs it. I don't know, but
They're waiting for the.
good question.
They're waiting for the next one. Can you sing it?
No. Not well.
So, as soon as we can figure out how to turn on the mic. Oh, I heard something.
That was just a mic running this.
Oh, okay.
Testing. No.
Can you hear us?
It's not turning on, Mark.
Can you hear us down there?
No, they can't hear you.
Well, I mean, he's waved up down there when they say yes, he can. So I'm just double checking to make sure.
Is that a yes or a no,
We're
Joe?
having trouble. You can't get the speakers not working.
Yeah, we sent someone to find the guy.
Microphone.
Testing down there. Can you hear us?
All right.
What'd he say?
I don't know. They're pointing to stuff. But anyway, so we've got a slight delay here to get this game underway so that we can get the
Testing, test.
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Did it get unplugged on here or something?
Just comes up out of there.
Right, it comes out of the.
We can't see if it's plugged in or not.
So I don't know whether it goes down here, obviously somewhere.
There
But
was
the
a switch
question,
down there to turn the microphone on.
the question is, what powers it?
It should just power up itself.
Well, that's strange. Don't see anything. Everybody's anxious to get started on this game, and of course,
Brad's on the phone with somebody. For some reason, the system's not powered up.
we did get.
Okay.
To come film?
We'll do. I'm doing film for Mike. So the clock.
Okay. I don't know.
You can get down there. Is that stuff will block you.
No, that'll block it. Well, and that's not going to help up here. It's because you got a Buckeyes uniform on. They're all Michigan State up there. They're afraid you're going to. No. Well, it's not that they don't like us. They just don't like us.
Well, if he can sit on that thing, if you can hold it above that thing so it doesn't block you.
So is it working?
Well, yeah.
So I think they're acting like they're going to get started.
They're going to get started without it.
Right.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's why I've been doing it in a high school game. If they're not getting it done, we just say, let's go. You know.
Yeah.
Now, since it's a Michigan State announcer, they're going to throw a penalty flag because we don't have sound.
I'm from Alma College.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's a beautiful college
I was
too. We
telling
were
you.
there last night. We
I
really
saw the undefeated regular season to boot yesterday.
we went on and on about how beautiful that college is, and the town of Alma. We love it. I mean, I'm not ready to move up here, but if I had to move somewhere, that would be one of the choices.
What's the gaming restaurant downtown?
Blockhouse.
That's right, Blockhouse. Yeah,
we
that's
ate there last night. I couldn't think of
Food was great.
Oh, man, nice place. And what's the game? It was a great game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like your agreement with that.
He was thinking we were playing like one of the games or something.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got.
And we're ready for kickoff. Is that Adam Baker kicking off? Looks like 22. Kickoff to Lang. Lang gets it. It's running around to the right. Comes back. He's getting tackled about the 32-yard line.
Good stop by the Spartans.
So Ohio State takes off on first down to start the game from their own 32-yard line. Quarterback for Ohio State, Spencer Moore. And let's see who's in the backfield today.
Spencer's having a great year this year.
We've had some injuries this year, so we've had different running backs in the backfield. Looks like we're going to start off with J.R. Burton today. He's a really good back for Ohio State. We got 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff to Burton, going up middle over left tackle a little bit, and got maybe a yard.
Hold.
He got a yard. Early on, you test them out, see what's going on, which is what's good, what's bad.
So it's
Again, we got trips to the top, 1 to the bottom.
2nd and 10 from the
Burton
27-yard
in the
line. Joe.
backfield. 2nd and 9, actually, he moved up a yard. Looking, throwing out of the backfield to Burton, who's at the 30, 35, 40. Got a little over the 40 when he got knocked out. Where they're going to mark him.
It's a first down. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Well,
The chains are moving.
they never listen to me when they mark it. See, I said just over the 40, and they mark it on the 40. You know, they need to listen
Well,
to
Joe,
me.
that's because you're never right.
I got good eyes up
I am
here.
the only one in this booth that is right all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hand off to Burton again. Going over right tackle. If he'd have broken left tackle, he had a hole big enough to drive a pickup through.
Testing. Oh, we're starting to get.
That's it. They say yes. All right. We'll let you stay.
All right. It's going to be 2nd and about 7. Again, Burton comes out of the backfield. We got trips to the top, 2 to the bottom, empty backfield, and throws quickly to the right, caught and brought down. It's going to be about 2 to 3 yards shy of a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Moore's passes.
Got to get to the 50, and they're marking him at the 47. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Is it all right?
Yeah, we're going to start next play.
All right. We got Burton back in the backfield. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Throws quickly, caught. I think that might have been Keita. Can't see, but I think, yes, Keita caught that ball. Great play. And we got over the 50 to about the 42-yard line.
Pass is complete to Keita for Ohio State first down.
Abdu Kida.
All right.
Real good guy. Okay, coming to the bottom is Parrish. Trips to the top. One to the backfield. Man in motion is Kida. Hands off, going up the middle. He's wide open, going right up the middle. He broke free. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that was quick.
No flag. That was quick.
That was quick. So the Buckeyes break the ice here with the
Touchdown
first score.
Buckeyes, ball carried by J.R. Burton.
6-0 Buckeyes. We're going to do the extra point here.
And kicking, you got to get the name right here. Kicking for Ohio State will be David Riva. Rive. Not I always say it's E. It's Rive. I want his mother to be proud of me when I say his name correctly in Puerto Rico.
That's important. That's important.
It's down. It's up. It's good.
It is now 7-0 Buckeyes.
Extra try by
They
Riva.
they draw first blood, Joe.
That brings the score Ohio State 7, Michigan State 0.
So are you in communications at Alma, or what's your field of study?
No, so I went to a different college.
Oh.
Grad. I work in student affairs now.
Oh.
I got my
Oh,
master's
you're
in
working there.
education,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, master's in education. Okay.
Yep.
So you're going to be a teacher or
I-
professor? Or?
I do teach, but I teach a freshman year course
Uh-huh.
in the fall. So we're wrapping that up now. But my primary role is in residence life. So, like, I train our student staff.
Okay, that's cool.
And,
Yeah.
Deal with the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
went
What
through.
could possibly happen at the university level with
I
shenanigans?
know what you guys do, so don't do it. I did it. Don't do it.
All right, so the Buckeyes are kicking off. Joe, who's kicking off for
I
us?
think it's Hayes. I can't see him, but it's Hayes kicking off. Nice high kick going down about the 5-yard line. Being brought up, I can't see the number yet. And being tackled about the 19-yard line.
Good defense by the Buckeyes.
These numbers are hard to see with that dark green on that black.
Right. Well, it's a good thing they got that little white
Kickoff return by
outline.
Number 1, Caleb James.
Caleb Gaines with the run back.
Brings up a first and
You're
10
listening to
for the Spartans.
CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, bringing you
I will pick
all
when
kinds
you
of
are
great
listening
sports.
to you to give
So
the
we
number.
want you to go to our YouTube channel, and we want you to like the channel, to share the channel, and to subscribe to the channel so you'll always be aware of these playoff games and other stuff that we do as far as sports.
It'd be better off if the numbers were white than.
I've already had the discussion with the coaching staff.
All right, we got trips in the three in the backfield, 2 bottom. Handoff coming around the outside, and he's being brought down quickly for a loss on the play, about 1. Maybe they're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage.
Shaven with the carry for no loss.
That
Brings
was-
up second and 10 for the Spartans.
Caleb James with that carry.
So, Joe, make sure you get their names so we can give them a shout-out on the air.
I'm trying
our
to.
scorekeeper and our announcer.
I've got to be able to see the numbers to be able to say the numbers.
No, I'm talking about our announcer and our
Oh.
scorekeeper.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Kelly.
Kelly.
Kelly doing
And-
our announcing.
Jordan.
Jordan keeping all the numbers
All
correct.
right. Pass to the left side. Being tackled. Got finally out to about the 22-yard line before Ohio State could bring him down. Waiting for him to come up.
So with the two of us working up here, we've got Jordan and Kelly helping us out here.
Is that James? Yeah, James.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Spartans.
Caleb James caught that ball. I thought it was 1 when he got up, but again, those numbers are really hard to read.
I think James and Shaven, number 6, are the main 2 on offense.
Okay.
Well, Joe is old, and it's hard for his old eyes to see
yeah,
this.
I'm not as old as Rick, but
Someone is
I
standing
try.
in front of our camera.
we got one of the side cameras.
We put 2 cameras up, and there's hardly anyone in the stadium, but someone has to stand in front of it, right?
All right, man in motion. Here goes the quarterback back, throwing up the middle. It's tipped up, and nobody gets it. 4 Ohio State guys around the ball. It was thrown out to number 9, Josh Langdon,
Pass is incomplete.
and fell incomplete.
4th and long for the Spartans.
So it's going to be 4th and about 7 for the Spartans, and they will be punting. Back is Abdu Keaton. Keita. Jeez, I got these Spartan numbers have got me all
So as
screwed
long
up
as
here.
he sits
Keita.
down, we'll be okay. If not, we got to go down and punish him. All right.
All right, ball down. Punts. It might have been touched. And it hits the 50 and falls dead at the Spartan 49-yard line.
So the Buckeyes are going to have it at about the 49-yard line of Michigan
49-yard
State.
line brings up a first down for the Buckeyes.
I think they got just a nick of a hand on that ball because it sort of died and didn't have that spiral on it that it normally does.
You're watching the Great Lakes Championship game between Michigan State, the Spartans, and the Ohio State Buckeyes right here live on campusnation.com.
It's one thing we learn in volleyball. You know, if they jump up to tip the ball,
Yeah.
if the ball's going like this and all of a sudden it's not moving or something, you know it got tipped. And that's the way that one was. It went up, and then all of a sudden it didn't have that over. It just sort of died. And
Buckeyes coming up to the line.
Okay, we got one way out, one in the slot, one to the bottom, and one in the backfield. Man in motion, stops, goes back, running off his.
It was
left.
a delay.
It was a delay pass run by
Number 23.
J.R. Burton.
Burton with the 5-yard carry for the Buckeyes.
Burton's already got a touchdown today.
We got Cooper. He was in motion last time. He's coming to the bottom
2nd and 10 from
with
the
Parrish.
Spartan 44-yard line.
We got 2 to the top. Hayes at the top with Keita. Hayes been the number 1 guy to go to. He's only a freshman, but he's a number 1 target. We got Burton in the backfield. Going back for pass, looking left, throwing deep. He's there, caught the ball, and then tripped over the defender that was on the ground in front of him. I think they both got their feet together, looking back for the ball. Ohio State down and already ready to play. They're on the 10-yard line, and they're set.
They want to punch it in.
Hand off to, Burton, but bounces off.
He's
and
still
he's going
going.
to keep going.
He's in!
Touchdown. Oh, my gosh, I thought he was going to be tackled for a loss.
He was undenied.
Burton into the end zone for another Buckeye touchdown.
Buckeyes take a 13-0 lead here early in the first quarter of play.
That was Spencer Moore to Burton and touchdown. I mean, Burton did that because he was actually hit one foot after he got the ball, was hit, spun off it, and went in. They're lined up for the extra point by David Rive. And they're waiting for a player to come out, and here he comes, 90 mile an hour onto the field.
Fill that gap.
Don't want blocked. Down, up,
Good.
and looks good and is good. 14-0.
Base kick is good, but there's a flag on the play.
Is there a flag?
Yeah, I
didn't
think
see it.
there was movement. May have to move
May
it
have
back
to
5.
move back 5 and do it again. Oh, Ohio State's walking off the field.
So it must be on
Must have been offside. Somebody got a little
Michigan
early.
State Spartans. Hey, and I don't care what anyone says, Joe. Michigan's a nice place.
Hey, Michigan's not bad.
It's not bad, you know.
Now, we do say Michigan State, but we say Michigan, the other school.
For that other team.
Are they even in this state? That other team, you know, they're anything.
They're not Canadian, Joe. So forget it.
Well, Michigan State doesn't. You know, they don't know them. You know?
Well, we got 2 weeks for that game.
I'll tell you what. They've been running over everybody, but they didn't run over Penn State. They beat Penn State, but they didn't run over them.
All right, so we got the kickoff by the Buckeyes.
And that's a deep kick going all the way to the end zone, and they're going to run it out. 10, 15, 20, and brought down.
I think they're trying to make something happen here. You know, they're down.
Well, I agree.
They're down by 2 scores. They need to make something happen. So they're trying desperately to
Gorney with the return
take
to the
every chance they can
Spartans.
to.
First and 10.
And that was Kevin Gorney, number 3, with the return I wait until it's announced because I can't see the numbers.
It's probably a shock to Michigan State because obviously they're ranked number
Okay.
1.
I gave him to the 20. They pulled him back to the 19, and that's where they put it. So I was trying to give Michigan State an extra yard, and they didn't take it. All right.
Coming to the line.
2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. We have 1 in the backfield, and again, I can't tell if that's number 20. I can't tell who it is because that's the quarterback I'm looking at. Handed off, and he got to the 20. They're going to give him 1 yard gain. Again, number 6, number 9, I can't tell that.
I think one thing that the Spartans they're finding out very quickly, Joe, is you can't run on this Buckeyes defense very well.
Who was that?
Henry Shaben, number 6.
6, number 6, Shaben. He's the running back, so I should have looked down for running back, but I couldn't tell if that was a 6 or 9, but these numbers are very difficult to read. Quarterback for them is Jack Donovan. I've just been saying back to the quarterback.
I think he's been the quarterback for them because I recall the last time when they were into Columbus, I think Donovan was their quarterback then, I believe.
Either that or Donovan's a quarterback for Toledo or one of the other teams. Same
It's
name.
possible. It's possible.
Because I've seen names seem familiar to me too. Passing out here to the side and brought down, got the ball to about the 25-yard line. That was to Caleb James, wide receiver.
It's going to be a 3rd and 5.
Donovan's pass to James is complete. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Spartans.
So 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Don't listen to Rick. They have to get to the 34-yard line, not the 35.
Well, since the accident, Joe, I only have 3 fingers on one hand. That's right. Anything over that.
You're in trouble. And you got your shoes on, too.
I know.
Doesn't help.
I can't look at my feet.
Okay, play being brought in. All right, here we go. We got Donovan in the backfield, quarterback. We have 1 back with him. Looks like Morgan Muck. I'm not sure. 12, 14. I can't tell the number.
Timeout? Oh,
No,
penalty.
we got a flag.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against Michigan State.
So they weren't acting fast enough, so they were
Delay a game against the
umpire
Spartans.
threw the
That will push them back 5
yellow
yards.
hanky.
It'll be 3rd and 9 now.
So the Spartans take a trip back 5 yards.
They kept looking to the sideline like, where's the play? What's the play? And boom, here come the flag.
All right.
All right, we got Donovan in the backfield with Shaben. Pitch out. No, fake pitch out to Shaben, throwing to a screen. And he's tackled in the backfield for a loss. Got him all the way back to the 15.
Looks like a loss of 7 or 8 yards, Joe.
It's going to be a loss of about 5 or 6, about 6.
Okay,
McNamara's
all
coming
right.
down in the backfield.
From the 21 to the
Brings up
15.
4th and long for the Spartans.
You're not saying just long, huh? It's like 3rd and 14. He's standing on the 2-yard line, ready to receive the punt.
You mean the height?
He's
it's a
taking
fake.
off. It's going to take off. Is he
It's
going
a
to make
fake.
it? And he did not. They're giving the ball to Ohio State.
Not even close.
On the 17, he still had another 12 yards to go to
Not
get a first
even
down.
close.
That did not seem very wise today at all.
No. It would be one thing if you were just looking for 3 or 4 yards, but that was with the distance that you had to, hike it back and everything, and they were already back.
It's almost like the punter looked over and saw the yard line for the original line of scrimmage thinking it was the first down. I'm thinking, because I can't fathom being that far back trying to go that far.
I doubt
for a
that he
first down.
had permission to do that. That had to come from the bench.
I'm trying to help him out here a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So we got Lang in the backfield, L-A-I-N-G, Lang in the backfield for Ohio State.
So can the Buckeyes take advantage of this error by the Spartans?
You got Hannon down to the left, going back to pass, looking, throwing to the middle. Akita got it, and he's tackled immediately at the 4-yard line. Or they're going to mark him on the 5.
Good defense by the Spartans. Didn't let him get into the end zone.
I thought he caught it on the 4 and was, tackled down to the 5, but they put him on the 5.
Pass is complete to the 5-yard line.
So it's goal to go from the 5-yard line. With the first down on that play, we got Number 20, Don Hannon to the left. Laying in the backfield, man in motion. Hang the lane, going up the middle, and he's going to get to the I'm not going to say till they mark it. I was going to say 3, but I want to see him mark it before I say it.
Look like the 3.
It is the 3.
All right, 3-yard line.
Hand off to the 3-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Buckeyes.
I mean, as soon as I say the 3, they mark it on the 4. So 2nd and goal. Let's see. In comes Jackson Rittman. Blocko Rittman. Tied in. We got Keita all alone out to the right. We got Cooper and Hayes to the left, laying in the backfield. Throw to the middle.
Oh, it's good.
To Rittman, touchdown, Blocko.
Moore's pass is complete to Rittman for an Ohio State touchdown.
This game does remind me of last night's game right now.
Well, all I can say is
we got a man down on the field.
I think Michigan State is a little stunned because, like I said, they're highly rated and they don't know what's going on. They have no idea why Ohio State is up by 3 scores.
Ohio State tried to show him last week by beating
Toledo.
What was it, 66
to 3? Yeah. Well, I mean, Ohio State has not been scored upon much. Their defense is obviously, it's just as explosive as their offense.
And the only teams that really scored on them were the Division II schools.
Well, only one, and that was Wittenberg.
Well, the other one scored a field goal on them.
Okay, so they gave up a field goal to the other JV team.
Yeah.
But Ohio State's the only club team that has played 3 JV teams this year.
Schemes, yes. All right, everybody to the left except the kicker. And he's like, okay, come on back, guys. Well, he didn't even have a holder for him. The holder was over to the left. So that would have been hard to kick.
So there might be something coming in the future that's going to take advantage of that shift like they do.
Ball down. Rive kicks, and it's through by David Rive.
So with 5:20 left in this first quarter of play, Buckeyes up 3 scores, 21-0.
21-0, which is one of the reasons I thought that was a very poor decision to try it that far back, that far to run. I'm not against trying for 4th down on punts and fake punts and things. I like things at time, but you got to be a little more reasonable. I mean, this early in the game, that far back, a team you're already down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you don't want to dig yourself a big hole.
And they did. They get you give a powerhouse football team like Ohio State the ball inside the 20-yard line that didn't wave well.
Yeah, they don't usually get stopped inside the red zone. So the Buckeyes will be kicking off to the Spartans.
Here comes the kick by Hayes. Hayes kicks it all the way to the end zone, bounces around, picks it up. He's going to run it out. He could have stayed down, and he got free. He broke some tackles. He's packed the 20 and got to the 24-yard line.
Well, he did get some positive yardage.
Nice run back by that number 3.
Kickers returned by
Kevin Gorney.
Kevin Gorney brings up a Michigan State.
So Gorney gets a good run back.
Yeah, nice run
back. And
he
brought it out of the end zone, too.
Oh, yeah, because that sometimes helps. When you fumble the ball, it lets the defense, come down, and you outrun it sometimes. If you break one tackle or so, boom, a big opening.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. The ball will be on the 25-yard line.
Okay, Ohio State ready. We got Marcellus McClellan in safety. Umba down here to the left. Oh, we showed blitz there by Rittman. Going up here. Ooh, got away. Donovan got tackled at the 21. He lost. They're going to mark him at the 22.
That Ohio State defense.
Man lost his helmet. He's coming off. Number 22, Adam Baker.
That's a swarming,
52, excuse me.
A swarming Buckeye defense.
That was Hayden Wisenhunt that lost the helmet, so he had to come out for at least one play. Again, these numbers are hard to read. Okay, we got 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield. Looks like a big boy in the backfield. Is that 6? I didn't realize he was that big. And that is Shaven. Donovan's waiting on the good, looks back, looking, throwing quick, the ball's tipped.
It was tipped.
Oh, and number 12 from California almost made an interception on that play.
Donovan's pass falls incomplete.
Glorian Goff.
Brings up third down for the Spartans.
Glorian Goff is from California. He came to Ohio State to be a walk-on the big team, and there was no openings at the time, so they told him to get on the club team, join the club, and they can watch him this way on film, and he can possibly make the team next year.
All right.
We got 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield.
Third and 13 for the Spartans.
Saban in the backfield. Man in motion. Coming to the right. Throwing the fake a pass too quickly, looking deep. He's throwing deep. There's 2 Ohio State fans there, or players, but I think he caught it out of bounds.
Yes, I agree.
It was intercepted by
number
12.
Donovan's pass
Goff.
complete out of bounds.
But there will be a punt, hopefully,
Yes.
this time.
Hopefully.
It's 4th and 13.
That's where the play was going. It was fake and going, but there was 2 guys there. There was nowhere there. He should have either just thrown it flat away or tried something else, ran the ball. Because
if you wonder what we were doing, we were showing you the cloud cover here.
Okay, showed the cloud cover.
The camera went straight up in the air.
Okay, we got a punter back. 1 man back, Keita back deep. Ball's up. It's going to be way short of where Keita's at by the wind. But it hits the 50, and again, 49-yard line of Spartans. That's where the ball was the last time they punted, and it is again.
Well, you can see they're kicking into a wind that's blowing against them. There's the flag, and you can see the flag. So it is a pretty strong breeze.
And you can see it. The ball went up quick and then just died and when it hit that breeze. And I think what happens when he gets past this building, that he hits that breeze, because it was going good with the blockage of the building, and then it hit that breeze. It was gone. All right,
433.
We got 1 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the slot to right, and 1 in the backfield. I haven't seen if it's Lang or I think it's Lang in the backfield. Man in motion. Oh, dropped the ball. Quarterback picks it up, throws deep. He's open. He's wide. Oh, I think the ball was tipped just at the last second. Hayes thought he still had the ball.
Good defense. Is that number 20-something, 20, 30?
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Ohio State's number 9, Zach Hayes.
Who played the ball? Okay.
And
Nobody can tell the number.
I talked to some Zach Hayes fans just before this game started. They thanked us for bringing these games, and
he's a big boy.
Follow us avidly, Joe.
Freshman, and he's leading the league in pass.
So, what are they talking about?
Okay, what was that? Illegal touching? Touch the right shoulder with 1 arm. And
so the penalty is against the Buckeyes.
Going to mark it off.
It's only 5 yards, isn't it? Or is it a spot foul?
Push the Buckeyes back 5 yards.
Yeah, it's back.
So.
Second, and is this go second or is this still first?
It's a seconds, I think.
What did they do on first down that would have moved the clock? I mean, moved the numbers. 2 to the top, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Empty backfield, throwing quickly, caught, turns, and got back past the original line of scrimmage. So originally a 1 yard gain, so gained about 6 yards on that play.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 or
3rd and 9.
Pass is complete. Ball carrier is brought down by Michigan State's number 23, Dakari Jenkins.
See if the Buckeyes can pick this first down up.
2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield. Lang fakes, throws to Keita, but he's caught at the 50-yard line and brought down. They're going to give him just over the 50 where he was grabbed.
Spartans
so
had that sniffed out real well.
Now, do the Buckeyes go for 4th down in midfield, or do they punt? They're punting. They're back.
Yeah.
Just brings up 4th and 10 for the Buckeyes.
They've already got a 3-score lead. They're not going to.
Well, I think if the midfield, if it was 4th and 2, they might go for it. But 4th and 10, let's just punt it down.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to take any chances.
No,
Besides, the Buckeye defense is going to stop them.
I just like to talk, with, when things like that happen, bring out options and see what they do. Before it's picked out.
Well, obviously they're not going to let you coach, Joe.
I didn't coach. I asked.
All right, it's Buckeyes punting.
Punts up.
Bad punt.
By Cooper.
Looked like
goes out of bounds about the wind's blowing it that way. It's going at the 25-yard line.
Cooper's punt goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, if you're not wanting the wind to do that and push it out of bounds, then you need to kick it toward this 20.
We do have a few Buckeyes across the way. They're sitting on the other side of the field.
Just because the team's over there, you don't have to go over there with an empty
with
an empty stands like this.
Yeah, the stands over here. There's plenty of.
All right, Spartans are spreading out. Got 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. We got 2 runners in the backfield. Main one is Shaban. And he's getting the ball coming around to the right side and brought down at the 29-yard line. So he's going to get about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah,
maybe a 5-yard gain. No, I see where they mark it. I think it's going to be a 4-yard gain. 4-yard gain.
About a 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6 for the Spartans.
I look over at the marker sometimes, and if I was getting it was a 25. It looks like it was on the 26. I forget they're a yard out off the field. 2 in the backfield, 1 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Donovan waiting on the ball. Throws immediately. And caught and brought down by a good tackle by number 2, McClellan.
Good play.
Donovan's pass is complete to James for a Michigan State 1st down.
And James caught the ball for a 1st down is that the first down for this party today? Good play there. Got him out to about the 41-yard line. Okay, we still have 2 in the backfield. Lang being the one on the right. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hands off to the second man through, and that's 27.
Cummings with the carry for
Caleb Cummings. He gained about 4 yards on that play, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, the Spartans are starting to open things up a bit.
5 yards to go.
Starting to move. Well, number 1 team, and you don't think this is going to keep going the way it was totally because they're too good a football team to just be blown out here. Okay, looking back for pass, throwing to the left, and it's tipped by Glorian Goff. Great defensive play there, and tipped the ball away from the receiver.
Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans.
3rd down and 5 from the 46-yard line. They got to get over the 50 to the Ohio State 49 for a 1st down. 3rd down, and I tell you what, since they did a fake punt, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for a 4th down if they don't get it here. They may be the spots where they say, hey, we can't get further back. We got to do something. All right, 2 men in the backfield, 1 at the top. 1 guy went up to the line, so we got 1 at the top.
Oh, he interfered.
They're not going to call it. He was going for the ball, and I think that's what they're saying on that play. He was making a play on the ball, and there was a little contact, but no flag.
It didn't actually look like it would have prevented him from receiving it anyway.
He was getting ready to intercept that pass, and luckily for them, the receiver took a step to the left and prevented that. Otherwise, it was going to be intercepted.
So it's going to be 4th and 5, Joe. You think?
And they are punting, or at least they're showing it. This would be the time to do the fake punt. If they hadn't already did that, this would have been the time to do that. He would have had it.
All right, well, let's see what they do. Certainly the Buckeyes will be aware of that, Joe.
Yes. He's down. He's punting. Ball goes up. And it's out of bounds near the 30. Let's see where they mark it. You're going to say the 35.
On the 35.
Purple's punt goes out of bounds at the 35.
So Ohio State has the ball at their own 35-yard line. 1:22 left to go in the first quarter.
It's been all Buckeyes this first quarter.
Would be nice to get another score before the end of the first quarter. Well, at this time, a score by if they don't score, a score by the Spartans brings it back within that keeps them alive. So a score here, this is a big score if this Ohio State would happen to score off this set of downs. Handing to Ling, going off the right side. He's got the curve and makes it about a 7-yard gain, I think. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be about 7 yards. Going to make it out to the almost 42-yard line, right at the 42-yard line.
Clock is running. Got about a minute now.
Lane carries the ball around the end for a 7-yard gain. Brings up 2nd 3 for the Buckeyes.
2nd 3. We got one in the backfield, 3 to the bottom, 1 at the top. Gonna help fake. Oh! Keita, yes. Keita says, hey, I would try to turn and I couldn't. And the referee threw the flag. It's going to be holding, I think.
Moore's pass isn't complete, but we do have a flag on the play.
See if it's holding or pass interference. Looks like he grabbed him as he made the cut. And I don't know if the ball was in the air yet.
It was where the flag was thrown, Joe. See, that's a spot foul there.
Calls a pass interference against the defense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because if it was holding, it would have been dropped in the backfield more probably, or along the edge.
No, it's on the backfield if it's against Ohio State. It's out here. It's holdings where it happened. So anyway, they moved it up, gave him a first down at that spot. 1st and 10 for Ohio State at the 47-yard line, excuse me. Lane's got the ball, go around the right side, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's going down the sideline. 20, 15, 5. Touchdown, Lang. Is there any flags? I do not see any on the field.
Nope, no hankies on the field. Buckeyes, another 6.
State touchdown.
Joe, you got your wish.
I tell you what, 28-0 in the first quarter is a statement.
Well, it's 27 right now, Joe.
Well, 27-0 is still a statement.
We believe in rebates.
Well, I think that a lot of people probably did not realize this Buckeye team was as good as what it was, but they can see our
They play
video
tough
for
teams.
every game, so they ought to be able to see the video and realize that they're pretty potent.
Well, the only time we lost was against a Division II team, which played a lot of varsity players in that game. They're supposed to play reserve, and they played some varsity players hadn't got some playing time, so he played them, and that's why they lost. Because it was 0-0 at halftime, or 3-3, one of the two.
So it is now 28, Joe.
28-0. 36 seconds left to go till the first quarter ends. Yeah, we thought it was funny. We thought it was odd that game was so close, back and forth, neither team scoring. And then all of a sudden, the second half, they just started taking over and scoring, and the coach started putting in juniors and stuff. Those teams, Division II teams, they practice 5 days a week, where we're practicing 2 days a week or 3 maybe at the max. And so, a lot of more playing time, practicing time, and then you put in the varsity players against these guys, and that's a big difference.
36 seconds remaining in this first quarter play. Buckeyes now up 28-0. Here's the kick.
Kick is high by Hayes, going all the way down to the goal line. Caught at the goal line, brought back out. He's at the 15 to 20. He's breaking. Oh, he got tackled by the Buckeyes at about the 32, 33-yard line. Good tackle
Gorney with the return for the Spartans.
by Kubushia. Nicholas Carbuccia. Hope I get that right. Carbuccia. So it's sh at the end. Carbuccia. Or Carbuccia. I don't know.
Joe thinks he's the phonetic genius here.
Well, I want the parents to hear his name properly. Like I did Thiel last year when I said Thiel, until I found out exactly how you pronounce Thiel.
All right, Spartans.
Got 2 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, hands to the second man, and it's a Shaban, and he gets tackled for a loss of about 3 yards. High State does have an overpowering defense.
Carry, tackled for a loss.
I don't think, if I remember right, yeah, the Toledo scored 3 points. That may have been only 3 points against them by a team in the league.
A regular club football team.
A club football team, a field goal.
But one thing's for certain, Spartans are going to have to make some adjustments at halftime because it's not working.
And we're changing. I was like, what are they marking off? Oh, they're changing ends of the field.
They do that after the quarter, Joe.
They do that after the quarter.
I need to change the quarter as well.
Coach for Ohio State bringing out something to drink for the officials at the break of the quarter. That's really nice. Bringing them a beer.
I don't think that's what they're doing. So we're in the second quarter.
It may be mandatory. Whoever's ahead has to take them out something to drink.
You think that's what it is, Joe?
Well, it's sort of odd that the visiting team is taking drinks out to the. It's usually the home team takes care of it.
It depends on which
officials.
team wants to influence the refs.
Hey, you've been doing a good job. Here, have a drink.
Yeah. Then it really would be beer.
All right, Buckeyes. Spartans are heading down on the field now to their end. Buckeyes already on the field waiting. I'm going to move my chair down a little bit so I can see this into the field. I got about a foot and a half blockage right in front of me here. All right, Spartans has the ball on the 25-yard line. Second down and about 13. 2 in the backfield, 1 at the top, 2 to the bottom. Going to hand off. Going around the left side. He got broken tackle. He's out there. He's breaking the corner. He got a first down, I believe, going out and rolling out of bounds.
Good run.
Going to mark him, I think, to the 40-yard line.
Chains are being moved.
Nice carry by Shaban.
Michigan State.
I thought one of the coaches told me his name was Shaban, but I'm not sure. You pronounced it Shaban. I'm going with you.
Oh, yeah, I want to go with me, though. Oh, shit. I was doing the clock.
Oh, we did not run the clock on that play.
How many seconds you want off? I reset it, though.
I did do that much.
I forgot to press the start button. How much you want? 10 seconds? You want 10 off?
Kelly forgot to reset or start the clock.
14:50. 14:50.
Okay, we're putting 14:50 on the clock. There we go. And he goes, my bad. All right.
That's all right. He's like me, Joe. He has to do everything.
All right, we got 2 in the backfield with Donovan, 1 at the top, 2 to the bottom. Fakes the handoff.
Nowhere
Hands
to
to
go.
the second man. He's broke a tackle. Oh, didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, though.
Is he okay?
I don't know. He got the wind knocked out. Oh, we got a flag up. Late.
For a loss, but we have a flag on the play.
Probably going to be against the Buckeyes.
I'm going to see what happens here. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Buckeyes, so it's going to be a first down.
They celebrated a little too much.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Buckeyes.
Probably when saw how he was down,
First down for the Spartans.
probably smarted off. Hey, maybe we hit you or something, and the referee says, no, don't do things like that. I don't care how good you're playing or how good you
Well,
are.
I don't think they were celebrating that he might have gotten hurt. They were celebrating the fact
No, I don't
that
mean
they
that.
stopped
I
him.
stopped him. That's what I meant. That they just stopped him, hit him hard, and not that he got hurt. I think that they thought he got the wind knocked out of him. Just that, hey, we stopped you, and I don't know what was said or why it actually was done. But you know, when you've got the big lead like this, act like you know what you're doing out there. Don't
Be gracious. Is that
be
what you're saying?
gracious. Yes. Showing blitz here by Ohio State. Nope,
They
backed
are.
off.
No,
Backed
they
off.
are. They are.
Oh, threw it behind the receiver. He was out there, number 1, Caleb James, but threw behind him.
But Donovan had the right idea. Buckeyes looked like they were blitzing. They sent 3 in.
Well, 2 guys backed off. 2 guys that were up like this backed
and
off.
That certainly opened up the possibility of being able to hit that. So we'll come back to the group here.
2 linebackers in the middle. Look, you jumped in real quick like they were going to blitz and making the quarterback think, hey, they're blitzing. And then right at the last second, they backed off. Now, the guys coming from the outside still had a rush on.
We're in the second quarter, early second quarter. Buckeyes up 28-0.
Donovan went over and got the play here. We've got 14 minutes left to halftime. Donovan in the backfield.
Well, he would
With
be. He's
Shaban.
the quarterback.
2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. There's those showing blitz again. Man in motion. Hands off to the man in motion coming around the left side. And he's going to get a couple yards, and that's it.
They haven't really gotten to the edge other than maybe one or two times this whole game so far.
McNamara with the carry for a couple yards.
It'll be 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Spartans.
1 yard to the 45 and 1 yard over the 35. So it's 3rd and 8. We got Hayes playing defense on the bottom. On the outside, we got Joe Umba at the top. And then we have Marcellus McClellan playing deep safety. Okay, we got 2 to the bottom for Spartans, 1 to the top. Shapen in the backfield. We got Caleb James going to the right side now. So there's 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Man in motion coming this way. James fakes the handoff to James this time. He's being blitzed through by 55. Getting rushed by 26. Throws the ball. And is out of bounds. And he was getting tackled at the same time he was thrown, which made it very difficult to get that throw off cleanly.
Well, he definitely needed to get rid of it, so he did. That was the good thing.
Brings up 4th down for Michigan State.
4th and 8.
So will they punt?
I'm not seeing the punter running on the field that I see, so let's see.
I don't see it either.
Down by 4 touchdowns, they may say, we need to get a first down here. You know, they'd be giving the Ohio State the ball back on Ohio State's side of the field if it didn't go through, so.
It's past 49.
Well, no, you're right. You know, this is the 50. That's the 46. So, they're on the 44. So, if it was an
coming
incomplete
up to
pass.
the line here, Joe.
Yep, they're coming up the line. 1 man in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. We got Shaben in the backfield with Donovan. Going back, looking for pass. Throwing to the right side. He's got a man out there. He catches the ball. He's going to be tackled at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was good. That was worth that risk. They converted.
Donovan's pass is caught by Nordier for a first down.
This is their best chance for a score today. And I think that was Shapen, wasn't it, out there? I couldn't see who caught it, but I thought it looked like 6. Number 11? Can't tell these numbers.
Well, a 6 and 11 are a lot
they're
alike,
really
Joe.
close.
They're
Colin Nordier caught the pass if it was number 11.
Are they still prime numbers? No, I guess not.
No. Hey, when they're that 50, they're about 80 yards away from me. I can't tell. Man, 2 men in the backfield with quarterback Donovan. Hands off to the first man, and he's getting tackled right. Knocks down.
Broke the stick.
The stick. I think he did break the stick, in fact.
Now the guy's
knocked off about a foot at the bottom. Well, really, you're taught to lay down the stick when the runners are coming, and he held it up. That's
So there's $400.
I used to hold the stick on the sidelines, and they said when they come, lay it down. Do not hold it up.
Maybe the stick is collapsible or something.
I think it just snapped. I think it's plastic, and it just snapped.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be about 4 feet tall instead of about 6 feet tall.
We'll still see it.
All right, we got 2 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Donovan getting ready to take the snap. Looks left, throws high and over the receiver, and both receiver and defensive player fall down.
Pass attempt intended for James is incomplete.
James was there, but ball was about a foot over his hand. Hayes was right there with him, and as James went down, Hayes tripped over him, and he went down.
So should we put the pizza call out, Joe?
Yes, where's our pizza? We got 2 more guys. Maybe they'll bring it this week.
That's right. So anybody
every
out there.
Every week we ask for a pizza be brought up, and we'll give them free advertising.
Maybe we want 2 large pizzas and several sodas, and we'll interview you on air.
Anybody in Ithaca or
Alma. Any pizzeria that wants to come up and bring us some food.
Nobody's listening, but we'll ask anyway.
What do you mean? We've got hundreds of thousands of people online right now, Joe.
Okay. Going back. Being chased. A lot of opening over here on the left side. Being brought up. And intercepted by Hayes. And he's being tackled at the 7-yard line.
So, Spartans' best chance for a score
goes away. Oh, wait a minute. We got to. Okay.
He looks like he's hurt
holding
his
against
hand.
the Spartans declined.
Someone looks like they're holding their hand. Is that Donovan?
Play has been declined.
Donovan looks like he's
Results in a first and
in
10.
He's
pain.
number 16, I think, isn't it, Donovan?
He's in. Whoever that is in a great deal of pain.
Well, I
Don't
can't
know
tell
whether he hit
Oh,
a.
right there. No, I don't think that's Donovan. Maybe it is.
Yeah, that's him.
It's
That's Donovan. So yeah, he may have
He
hit a
looks
helmet.
taller on the field.
He may have hit a helmet or something, but he is in pain. And it
Oh,
is
that's
his-
not- that
it
is
is
not good
is
for
he
them.
left-handed? Does he throw with his left hand? Because it's his left hand that's affected. But
No, I think he's right-handed from
Okay.
what I've seen.
But why would?
No, he's got his left hand up on the shoulder. It's his right hand that they're working on.
No, his
No,
left.
it's his shoulder, I think.
Okay, well, it might be. But he is definitely in some pain. So hopefully
Oh,
he's
yeah,
going to be okay. So
Well, we'll see if he can come back in the second half because I don't think he's coming back right now for a while. Maybe.
no, it may take a while.
I think they're going to take his shoulder pads off so they can get to him.
Ice him
Burton
down.
carries the ball for no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes.
No gain for Ohio State on the first play. We're sorry we were keeping our attention over here to the hurt Spartan.
Well, with the Spartans being eligible, whether they win or lose, possibly, you'd want to make sure that they've got their quarterback to go into these playoffs.
Possibly lost about a half yard on that play. Ball's back to 6, so that's about a yard. Again, an empty backfield here. I would look for the quarterback to maybe take off here or two. Nope, he's going back to pass. Throwing deep, he's open. Hayes got the ball. He's coming around to the right side. There's an opening. He's got a wide field. He's being brought on by guys.
He keeps
He kept going. He got over the 50 to the 41-yard line.
Moore's pass is complete to Zach Hayes.
Oh, we got a flag.
After the play,
Taken down at the Michigan State 41-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
I
What's
think they're pointing. I don't know. He looked like he's pointing over shoulder, like he might have been pointing toward the Spartans. I can't tell.
I don't think so. I think
Either
it's
that
the
or he's doing
Buckeyes.
this. He's doing this. Nope.
It's against
Maybe
the Buckeyes.
Maybe he did a little elbow against the guy that passed him.
Conduct's been called against the Buckeyes.
It's going to be first down, but with the 15 yards back, they're going to be back to the other side of the 50-yard line.
So I don't know whether it was something that was said or
he-
actually something that was done.
When I thought he was pointing like this, I think he was saying elbow. So I think he said, as the player passed him, I think he elbowed him.
I think he made the throat cut.
Oh, did the throat cut?
Yes, that's what he did.
Oh, if I'm the coach, you're on the bench for a while. I'm sorry. You do that, you're on the bench for a while. I saw the elbow like this, and I thought he was saying elbow, but he might have been doing this. And that's a big no-no in high school sports. Ooh. Okay, we got Keaton Cooper down here to the bottom, I think, and we got one to the top, one in the backfield. It's like Hayes in the slot. Giving it to James. No, fake to James. Oh, and
It was tipped.
tip to Burton, excuse me, not James, to Burton. And the ball was tipped.
Moore's pass is incomplete, broken up by Michigan State's number 4, Andrew McNamara.
That makes it 2nd and 10. Yeah, you take something really great. They got the momentum going. They're booming down the field, and then you get a 15-yard penalty. That doesn't set well. So you go to the 41 on one side of the field, back to the 44 on the other side of the field. First down, though, is the 46-yard line
So it's 2nd and 10 on the 44.
of the other side of the field.
All right.
We got Burton in the backfield. Cooper in motion, stops, comes back. Burton kicks the ball. He's going to run up the middle, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. I don't know if the Buckeyes are getting conservative or if the defense is just getting tougher.
Well, I think that as time goes on, they're probably getting a little tougher.
Brings up 3rd and long.
Well, I think a
for the
little
Buckeyes.
both. You know, they're trying to run clock out too as well, as I think.
9:44, speaking clock. Buckeyes coming up to the line. They're
And
3rd and 10 on the
we got
44.
Keita Hayes and Cooper, I think, at the bottom. We got Burton in the backfield with Spencer.
gonna be-
Spencer looking, throwing to the right side. Oh, it's intercepted! And James intercepts that ball. Good defense by James.
He was camped back there just waiting.
Hayes had the ball.
Intercepted.
He caught that ball on the run.
Oh, Hayes was waiting on the ball, and James was just back off of it, but just waiting for the ball to be thrown, and he jumped on it. So, again, great play by the Spartans, and they're getting down again in scoring territory. They were down last time. Let's see if the defense can hold them out again. It's going to be very interesting. 9:21 left in the half.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Shaven coming over. I don't know if he's just getting the play, going back out. I think he did. I think he just walked out, got the play, going back.
They're still checking Donovan out. You're right. I think it is something with his shoulder.
Is Shaven going to be the quarterback?
Well, Donovan's getting dressed again, so I think he's going to go back in.
I think Shaven's going to be becoming the quarterback right now.
Well, he is.
Number
Someone
6.
is right now.
Yeah, that's 6. And Shaven, he's been the running back, and now he's the quarterback. And he's going to take the ball around the left side and take it out of bounds at the, 26-yard line? Let's see where they go.
That's not a bad idea. You got a running back, and he's now your quarterback, and he's going to run it.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, about the 24-yard line. I thought he ran out before he got to the 25, but they're marking him at the 24. It's kind of hard to tell with the players standing down here. Is that Donovan going back in?
Yep.
Okay. Donovan back in the game.
So I'm glad he seems to be okay.
Looks like he's got something. No, that's just their uniform. I was going to say around the left shoulder, but that's their uniform. In the snap, he's dropping back, throwing deep to the right side. Oh, and almost intercepted by Hayes. I think if he'd have saw that ball quicker, he could have intercepted that.
Well, it doesn't look like his throwing arm is affected, that's for sure.
No.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Spartans.
It was the left side that they were working on, his left shoulder. Maybe when he went down, he may have put his arm out to, when he went down, and that's
break his fall,
and that probably hurt him for a while. Shoulder could have popped out, and they had to pop it back in. And a lot of times, guys run right back on the field and play after that. It would kill me for a year, but Rick would be in the ground if that happened to him. All right, we got 2 to the bottom.
Low pain threshold, Joe.
And you don't have any pain threshold. And we got 2 in the backfield with Donovan. Donovan takes the ball, drops back. He's looking to pass. He's being tackled from behind. Oh, he got slipped out, and he's getting re-tackled. Oh, my gosh. He was being spun around and spun out of the hands, but got re-tackled.
Michigan State's Donovan's brought down in the backfield by Ohio State's number 3, Tyler Beckman.
Tyler Beckman made the tackle. I was going to say that, but I don't know if I bother you when you're talking, so I try to stop when you start.
So, okay. So I guess my question is, they're not punting, right?
Oh, hell no.
Can you say that?
Oh, heck no.
It is the internet, right?
We're not on WZA. I can say it.
No, our radio station. I wouldn't put you on our radio station. We'd be getting a $15,000 fine left and right.
All right, Donovan back pass, looking, throwing deep down the left side, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Well, there were a host.
That was a good defense by number 25, Joe Umba, right there.
Donovan's pass falls incomplete.
So it's going to turn over on downs. Buckeyes are going to take over at, the 34-yard line?
Yes.
I got it right?
Something around there.
Wow.
34-yard line. That's where they got the number 1 up.
Wow.
Either that or it means Ohio State number 1.
Did they fix
on their sidelines?
Did they fix the stick?
You can say hell on air because it's just a lovely little town.
That's right. That's right. Hell, Michigan.
Great bar, great burger.
Great barber in Hell, Michigan.
I've got a lady I used to work with said she was from Michigan. She said she's been to Hell, Michigan. I said I know you've been to Hell.
Joe, maybe we should just stay here until next week and then go down to Toledo.
Rick,
we won't go home.
Rick can say he's been to Hell and back. That's for daggone sure. All right, we got 1 in the backfield, which is Burton. Keat at the bottom, 3 at the top. Coming around, we got penalty. We got another penalty. Let's see what 2 flags. Let's see what they're the same thing or different.
It's either motion or holding.
Flags on the play.
Well, the first one was too quick to be holding, I think. The second one could have been holding.
Well, first one was the motion. You got the motion.
Man in motion. That's declined. Holding against the High State. So we were right about that. Man in motion and holding.
I was right, Joe.
You were not right.
I was right. I was right on both counts. I called them both.
Which has been accepted, will push them back 10 yards.
I said the first flag could not have been holding. It was the man in motion. Second flag was the holding. Is exactly what I said.
I wish you were right a fourth of the time that you think you are.
Listen to the broadcast later. You'll hear me say it could not have been holding on the first flag.
Well,
it wasn't enough time.
I do listen to the broadcast. You don't.
Oh,
You're one and done.
I'd fall in love with myself again.
Oh gosh.
3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Keated down here by himself. Burton in the backfield. Going back to the left, going around to his left, throwing to the right. He's wide open, catches the ball, gets just back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more. Oh, they're going to mark him a yard shy, even though he went out of bounds. He caught it and went out of bounds, I think, a 1-yard pass.
Well, the clock is still running.
Moore's pass is complete to Hayes for a 9-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, that doesn't mean anything being the clock runner. Who's the man to my left? All right, we got Hayes and Key to the bottom. We got 2 to the top. We got Burton in the backfield. It's a snap back. Throw. Caught by Hayes, but he's going to get tackled at the 40-yard line.
Moore's pass is again complete to Hayes for a 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Okay. I couldn't find the guy with the thing. He had the number upside down and walking, and I couldn't see it. There it is. 3rd down and about 4.
So they fixed the stick. There's a pole now there or something.
Well, maybe they put tape around it or something.
That might be. Baling wire and duct tape.
Duct tape. Just put some duct tape around it. Yes, duct tape fixes everything. All right. We got an injured Spartan limping off the field.
Help him off the field.
You know, he's able to come off on his own power, but he's getting a little assistance. Hope it's nothing real serious like a knee injury or something. But
he can put some pressure on his leg, so I don't think it's serious.
Well, I mean, serious enough to keep him out of the game long is what I meant. He's coming off on his own power, but he's going down over here. It may be just cramps. All right, we got 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. We got Keita down here at the bottom. We got Burton down here at the bottom. Empty backfield, 3 to the top. Trips to the top, 2 to the bottom. Going back, looking. He's going to take off running. No, he throws. He's wide open, Keita, but he overthrows him.
Yeah.
He had him wide open down the middle of the field and just overthrew the ball.
Brings up 4th down for the Buckeyes.
So it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt.
I think if he had took off running, he'd have got the first down and kept the drive alive. But they're going to go back for a punt. And is that Cooper going back? Yes. That is David Cooper going back to punt. And we got 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom going back down. Let's see who we have deep back here. Can't see.
So after a very explosive first quarter, we haven't had any score.
I think that's Gorney over there on the left side, top side. High punt going down, going to hit about the 31, bouncing to the 30 or 25, and going to be marked down to 26-yard line.
Punt is down at the Michigan State 26-yard line. 1st down, MSU.
I want to remind everybody, next week we will be doing the semifinals, regardless of who's in the semifinals. That'll be at Toledo's Glass Bowl. And right now the games are scheduled for 3 and 7, but they possibly might be moved up to 1 and 5. We'll just have to wait to see, but we'll get that information to you just as soon as we learn. Keep an eye on
12
our
and
website.
4,
yeah.
Or 2 and 6.
Well,
who
whatever.
knows?
It'll be on the statics on the website when you go to our website.
All righty, ball on the 26-yard line. We have 5:55 left on the clock till halftime.
Still waiting for our pizzas.
How much time on the clock? Oh, it's down to 5:54.
5:54.
No, not 54.
54.
54.
5:54.
Get it right, Rick.
All right.
All right, 2 in the backfield, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff in the backfield, coming around is 6. Oh, brought down, reached around the shoulder and brought down by safety number 2, Marcellus McClellan.
Chauvin carries the ball for the Spartans.
There's a penalty flag.
And on the other side, the field, in the backfield. So it's
Holding.
Holding or man in motion. We'll see what they mark here.
Holding. It's holding, Joe. Take it from the pro, Joe.
They're backing up already, so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a 10. That's a holding.
Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you confirmed.
Well, I did. I said holding.
Call goes against the Spartans, brings up.
I said it's this or holding, and it's saying it's holding.
Joe.
Till the referee
Give up.
shows
Give up,
what
Davis.
it is.
Give up, Davis.
Till the referee shows what it is. It
Davis.
could be anything.
Give up, Davis.
There's a lot of offensive fouls they could be calling.
Got to call one on you.
2 in the backfield.
Offensive announcer.
Shaven number 6 actually, but it's their number. Oh, bad pass or very nicked. I'm not sure if his arm was hit.
It might have been touched.
Either that or his arm was hit because that ball came out very poorly. 5:29, clock stopped on the pass.
Glory there in the breeze.
So it's going to be 2nd and 20.
And what road is that in the background, Joe?
I think it's 127.
You think?
Going both ways. Well, when we're up here, no matter what road we turn on, turn on to 127.
That goes to Lansing, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And it goes away from Lansing.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Lansing to the Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah, if you go far enough, I guess it does.
Oh.
Have you ever been over it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've been over it, too. Been out to the island, too. That's a neat place.
All right, but snap the backfield. Donovan coming to his left, looking, throwing, and off the fingertips of Caleb James. I think James just took his eyes off the ball for a second. Too wide open.
3rd down, Michigan State.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time up here. With my fraternity in college, we were...
That was 50 years ago.
We were actually on the Muskingum River on the what would be the west side of Michigan, and those animals in the water look huge. So I don't know whether those were. I guess they were I don't know, muskies, sturgeon, something like that. Big. They look like sharks.
That was before the Mackinac Bridge was built.
No, it was still there. But I went over that at another time. And Mackinac Island is beautiful. There's no cars allowed on it. It's really a neat place. A lot of beautiful things
I heard
up
anymore you're not allowed on it, but
well, I have to wait till the ice to freeze, then
All
I
right.
walk over.
Quarterback keeper going up the middle, wide open, and he's being brought down at the 30-yard line.
Good
Still going to be
run.
short of a first down, but a big, nice run, about a 15-yard run or close to it by the quarterback.
But that's going to bring up a 4th down. They can't possibly.
Don't say that because
No.
I'd say they're not going to punt, but you never know. Not after what I saw earlier today.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to do that again. I think they'd be better off just waiting till the half, regrouping, thinking things out, and then coming out fresh.
Keith is way back, but I tell you what, with this wind, I'm not sure I'd go that far back. I don't think the ball's going that far with this wind.
He's not kicking into the wind. He's kicking with the wind,
The wind's
Joe.
going to the side. It's not blowing. Oh, it's blocked! Blocked, picked up by Ohio State and tackled about the 12-yard line. Oh, my gosh. I tell you what, with Michigan State, if it can go wrong today, it's going wrong.
I guess that was a no-brainer, right, Joe?
Yeah, I told
Didn't have to worry about which way the wind was blowing, huh?
1st down, Ohio State.
It blew straight down.
We ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh, it got a wind tunnel and went straight down. I didn't get the number of the person blocking that ball. Sorry about that. Did you get that? 12. Oh, great. 12. The Goff from California made a great block on that. I was watching the scoop up and missed who knocked it
the
down.
Buckeyes are in the driver's seat here.
We got Burton in the backfield, 3 to the top, 1 to the right. They can get a first down before they get in. He's moving Burton to the right side of the quarterback. Takes a snap, hands to Burton, going right up the middle, big hole. He's down to the 2-yard line, I believe. Yes, 2-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down.
The 3-yard line for the Buckeyes.
Man, if that's not a first down, it's within 6 inches, I think.
Second and goal.
Second and goal. It looks like maybe they got to get almost to
Timeout.
the 1.
Timeout, Buckeyes. It's all something they didn't like. Wanted to talk it over.
Timeout on the field.
They want to make sure they score here, I think.
You're watching CampusNation.com, the sports animal, and I'm going to run an ad.
Autumn is an excellent time to enjoy the great outdoors. It's also a great time to experience the scenic Upper Cuyahoga River in beautiful Geauga County. At Crooked River Adventures, we're open year-round 7 days a week, and we rent kayaks, paddleboards, and canoes. Before or after your voyage, you can enjoy our restaurant with patio and bar, or you can bring your own picnic. Crooked River Adventures are perfect for school outings and for family bonding. For more information, visit crookedriveradventures.com.
All right, I won't talk about Jennifer Lawrence anymore. All right, Burton in the backfield. Keita to the bottom. 2 to the top. Hayes to the far left. Keita motion. Hands thrown back to Keita. Catches it, and it's going to walk in for a touchdown.
Morris pass is complete to Keita.
Well, I was a day late on that one, but that's all right.
I tell you what, I love talking to Keita after the games. He's smiling and jovial the entire time. I mentioned his name today. I saw him. They walked by me and I said, "Hey, Keita," and he just, he said, "My name Keita." He just smiled, laughing. You know, he's just jovial all the time. All right, we got David Rive back to do the kicking. Referees are huddling up over here to the side, so let's see what they're talking about.
Probably where they're going out for lunch.
Yeah. We usually talk about that.
I know, I'm already hungry. And
did we talk to Grego where we're going to eat today?
We had breakfast. No, it's probably going to be somewhere back in Ohio, though, I imagine.
I wonder if Grego will run over here and talk to us after the game.
I can arrange that, Joe.
Go down at halftime and tell him to come up here?
He may not talk to you, but...
Yeah. He thinks I'm great.
All right, so we're waiting for the extra point.
Oh. Cooper's looking up with a thumbs up. Are we ready? And he just said, "Can we go?" And yep, here we go. Referee's done talking. All right. Cooper holding. David Rive. Or Rive.
All right.
Ball's kicked. It's up. It goes through the uprights and is good. Ohio State takes a 35-0 lead. That sounds familiar, Rick.
Yes, it does. Very much familiar.
Brings the score to Ohio State 35.
So are you saying we're only going to get 3 points in the second half, Joe? Is that what you're
As
saying?
long as we win, I don't care.
From beautiful Ithaca, Michigan, this is CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority, bringing you college club football. The Ohio State Buckeyes being hosted by the Michigan State Spartans.
We got everybody out there, I think, except the kicker, because I count 10 guys on the line. You know, there comes the kicker with the ball and the tee.
Is it sweet or is it unsweetened tea?
With the, it's always for me, it's unsweetened. Sorry, I love sweet tea, but diabetic. Well, if you go to South Carolina, don't put your nose up at sweet tea. That's where Summerville, South Carolina, where my daughter lives, is where sweet tea was invented. Yes, they came up with sweet tea. So if you ever hear that song about drove around the sweet tea, that started in Summerville, South Carolina.
I thought it was corn dogs, Joe.
No.
No corn dogs?
You invented
That
corn dogs.
was Texas.
You were too corny.
The Texas State Fair. That's what that was, Joe. They invented the corn
And the
dog.
kick is up. It's high. And it's coming down about the 22, 23-yard line. And it's grabbed coming around to the left side and all the way out to about the 44-yard line.
Nice return. Nice return.
McNamara takes the kick out to
Yeah, in fact, the Texas State Fair is where the corn dog made its debut, and it was a foot-long corn dog
I'd
that
heard that.
debuted at the Texas State Fair.
I had heard that.
Well, you know, I used to live in Dallas, Joe, and the Texas State Fair.
But you're barred from going back.
That unlike Austin, which is the capital of Texas, they don't have the state fair in the capital. They have the state fair in Dallas.
Well, see,
at
Texas,
Fair Park.
Texas is like Kentucky.
The Cotton Bowl. You ever heard of the Cotton Bowl?
Texas is like Kentucky. If you ask somebody what the state capital is, they have a hard time thinking of it.
Everybody knows Austin is the state capital.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many say Dallas or Houston.
What else is unusual?
San Antonio. And snap back to number 22 for Spartans, and he's running around. He gets about 2 yards. That was a direct snap.
The other interesting thing about the Texas state
Adam
capital,
Baker.
Joe, is it is almost identical to the U.S. state capital as far as the look.
Number 6 is limping.
Brings up
Shaban.
2nd for the Spartans.
Shaban is limping back there. I don't know if he's
He does look like he has got a slight limp.
– is Donovan not in, or is he just to the side a little bit on that play?
Donovan is in, I think.
Oh, no, he's not. 22 is taking the snap again. He's back there taking the snap again.
Well, maybe.
Shaban is to his right. So I thought it was to a running back, but it was to 22. Adam Baker is going back, looking to his right. He's hit. Oh, he got away, and now finally went down. Every time he thought he was getting away, he didn't get away.
The Buckeyes bring waves of tacklers at
Oh,
you.
my
So you
God.
get hit by the first wave, and then the second wave, and then the third wave, and then you're on the ground
I
looking
tell you,
up.
Grega is a great coach because every year they have a great defense, a great offense, and they've been to the nationals. What 3 out of the last 4 years?
Well, they've won 3 national championships, and we've been around for 2 of them.
And we may be going back again. So
Well, let's hope so. Because I don't have anything to do other than some high school basketball, and I'd rather be doing college club football, wouldn't you?
Yes. We got 1 to the top, 2 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom. Baker in the backfield. Coming around to the left. Being tackled, no, got away, and then pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
Did a little spin move.
He got
there.
a little pushed out of bounds.
Not that we don't want to do Miami Trace boys and girls
no,
basketball.
not saying that.
No, we love Miami Trace.
Brings up 4th down, MSU.
4th down and about, 7? Referee blowing his whistle, coming in from the sidelines, asking a question to the head referee says, keep the time going. And now he's saying stop the clock. And now timeout. Well, one referee points this way, the head referee points that way. Who's the timeout for?
Timeout's been called on the field. Not sure by who.
Yeah, because the one in the black hat pointed this way, the one in the white hat pointed that way.
Well, they were playing good guy, bad guy, Joe.
And they must have been. Well, the one came in from the sideline, like from the High State, so I figured but then unless he just pointed the wrong way, the head referee pointed toward.
I think Donovan's done for the day. So I'm going to make sure.
High State, he said. I think he said, I don't know, he said State, and that's all I heard.
We got a makeshift tape sling going on there.
You might ask, I don't know if you want to ask him who was the timeout for so you can mark it to the right school team on the scoreboard. Referees like looking at the thing. I don't know. Are you guys keeping the timeouts on the board? Okay. I think that's what they're looking for. So 1-5-3. 1-5-8. 158 on the clock, I think he wants. Yep, that's it.
We already did it.
Dumbass. All right.
Shared a room with him in college.
We're back. Here goes going for it to the right. Throws the ball. It is caught for a first down. That's twice they've won on 4th down and made it for long yardage.
Baker's pass is complete to Nordier for for Michigan State. First down.
From 145 to the other 45. With a backup quarterback.
And, of course, you're watching the
Adam
Great
Baker.
Lakes Championship right here on CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority.
We have
Joe
135
Davis,
and counting.
you hear his voice, and Rick Phillips. In fact, you can't not hear his voice because he's constantly
Talking.
chattering.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. All right. Adam Baker, still the quarterback.
Spartans with a first
Shaban
down.
to his right
It'd be nice if they could score before the end of the half.
for you, not me. Man in motion. Baker coming to his left, looking, throwing, intercepted! Intercepted by Goff going down the sideline. It's going to be a touchdown. There is a flag on the play.
Someone's hurt.
Baker's pass is intercepted for a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
Let's see what it is.
Roughing passer. Is my guess.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure it's roughing the passer.
It's probably going to be picked up.
Well, they're talking. They're not. It's not definite because they're talking. When they talk, a lot of times they do pick up.
My
flags.
thought is that they're picking it up.
You're never wrong. Remember him saying he's never wrong?
I didn't say that. I said
Personal foul, roughing the passer, and it is called. And you're wrong, Rick.
Roughing the passer is called against the Buckeyes. So they saying it occurred before.
There's a lot of screaming about that call down there, I tell you. Ball is being marked off all the way to the, I don't see the ball. Where's the ball at? To the 45-yard line?
it's that little funny looking
Or
thing.
are they
It's
not marked it
round.
off yet?
That's why you don't see it, Joe.
Oh, the ball got left down there.
All right.
45-yard
Gonna
line,
mark off
and then the penalty.
15 yards. 40,
Be a 30. Joe.
35,
30.
30.
Thank you.
I'm just following the
After
referee.
assessment of the penalty, we'll have first and 10 for Michigan State at the Ohio State 30-yard line.
So the Spartans get new life here. It would have been a Buckeye touchdown. And
I wish
now-
I'd have followed stayed on the quarterback. I could have seen that. Did not. Don't know if the camera picked it up. Ball back. Baker being tackled. He's got around the arm. He throws it. Oh, and he almost threw it to a Buckeye.
Yeah,
I think he was trying to throw it to an open part of the field.
it wasn't. Yeah.
There was nobody there.
So what are they saying?
Well,
Grounding?
they haven't thrown a flag yet.
They're saying intentional grounding or what?
They're asking, and number one went on down. James went on down the field, and he threw behind him about 15 yards. So,
Guess not.
I think they're saying James was in the vicinity when the pass was thrown, and then kept running. So if he'd have stopped when the pass was thrown, he'd have caught it. And I agree with that. I do agree with that call.
Well, they're waiting to hear that from you, Joe.
And I gave it to him, so they're all right. I gave him the thumbs up.
Okay, good.
All right, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top, 1 in the backfield. Throwing to the middle, intercepted again by Goff. Coming down, going to the middle, going to the left side. It is an opening, and we got a flag. We got 2 flags. Man, I think it's going to come back again, Bory. It's going to be an interception with flags. I think
We got
blindside block.
2 Spartans down on the field.
I think we got blindside blocks.
We have several flags on the play again.
Yeah, when you see guys down like that on a run back, usually it's a blindside block. And because guys that are blocking, they're not guys that are usually blocking. And
Another flag.
at least he's moving.
Someone just tossed another flag. Oh, against the Spartan coach, it looks like.
So we could have offsetting.
Well, there's still 2 Spartans down.
Well,
and
this one coach right here is running out, shouting. I mean, there's flags all over the place. I don't know what you're not. I mean, the referees can't do any more than throw a flag when something happens. If you're
Well,
saying, hey, that was
He's worried.
dirty, you know, it's like
he's worried about his players. That's for sure. But
My-
I don't know. Once again, that
my flail. I don't care if it was the Spartans. I don't care if it's Ohio State.
Usually, when there's an interception like that, you were right, Joe, because these blockers that are blocking are not normally setting up like that,
Right.
And so you get some of these
They're
penalties.
just trying to block a guy, and they're not taught to block like defensive guys or offensive guys that are blocking. The offensive guys go down the field and block. These guys are not used to that, and so.
So the Zebras are trying to sort it out there at the 35-yard line, and there are three flags on the field.
These are defensive players that all of a sudden become offensive players, and they're not. And so they see a guy, they block him. But if the guy is a blindside block, and back in the day you could block. Anymore, you can't do a blindside block.
Are you talking about back in the day when you were wearing
back in the day when
the
you
leather helmets, Joe?
Back in the day when you were a toddler, and that's
I
back
was a
in
toddler.
1935. I wasn't even thought of
Still
then.
trying. You're still not thought of, but they're still trying to sort this out. It looks like.
Well, again, we got multiple flags, so each official.
Well, the last flag that was thrown against
After.
the Spartans coach. He was out yelling and.
All right, so we got. Now we're going over to, after we decided what we're doing, we're going over to the Ohio State sideline.
So they'll let Grega know what's going on.
One official's picking up his flag. Nope, he's moving his flag.
Well, there's still three flags on the field.
Right.
And each flag, the first two flags, are near the
32-yard line.
The players that were down on the field.
The other one was up here near the 40, and there's no flag there. And the other one is at the 40-yard line, center of the field. So he's explaining to Grega, this is what we're calling. And now he's coming back over to the Spartan sideline to explain what is going on.
So the two flags are indicated with the spot foul that will be called against the Buckeyes. But now the next question is, Spartans coach is still a little miffed.
I don't know if it was against the head coach or against that other side coach.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it was probably one of the other coaches.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was against. And that's usually who it's on. The assistant coaches get more snippy than the
They
head
get more
coach.
bent?
Yeah, they get more snippy. Even on all sports. I've seen more assistant coaches get technicals in basketball games than head coaches.
Well, they're taught that. They have to take the heat off the coach. All right, so
it's not totally going into Spartans' favor, or they'd come over telling him, and he'd say, "Okay, clap his hands, let's go." Having to talk so much,
he's explaining
what's going on and why.
And the final flag is still on the field, but that may be because one of the instructors was the one that threw it. So
I think it's the head referee.
He hasn't gone back to pick it up.
His flag yet. No, he's been too busy talking, like you. Hey, that fly will not die. I've hit it 20 times and it's still.
There's a fly swatter down there, Joe, by your feet.
All right, here goes the referee back out to the middle of the field. Here comes the Spartans on the field.
So now we have 35 seconds remaining in this half.
With our penalties sorted out, it will be 1st and 10 for Ohio State at their own 32-yard line.
After the interception.
So Ohio State retains the ball.
And sports is like against both teams.
It was offsetting.
Offsetting is unsportsmanlike against both teams. And one of the officials picked up the head referee's flag for him and gave it to him. Because he's now going to that side instead of this.
And we're still talking.
Now, he's talking to the other official, explaining. I mean, it's like, why would you have to explain anything more to the other official? He's like, well, I don't understand what happened. Could you explain it to me now?
Maybe he's an intern.
He may be an intern. All right.
So Ohio State does take over. With 32 seconds, you think, or 35 seconds, you think they'll just take a knee?
I wouldn't be. Well, he's not in knee formation, though. Ball is snapped, caught, going up the field, and getting to the 40-yard line. Clock is still running.
So that's going to be the end of the half.
And that caught was Don Hannon, made that catch and got up to the 40. They haven't moved the yard marker. The clock's running. It's at 10.
Yeah.
Ohio State's walking off the field. I don't
Right.
think they intend to run it anymore.
All right. So
Score is 35-0, halftime of this game, and we're going to halftime. Buckeye leads.
Ohio State 35, Michigan State 0.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the Internet Sports Authority. We will be back momentarily. Stay tuned.
And there's the kickoff. Caught at the 20-yard line. Brought back and tackled at the 35-yard line. Was that James? I couldn't see the number. No, 4. And that was McNamara, Andrew McNamara.
So rain or shine, Coach Grego will come up and talk to us after the game.
Okay, 35-0 as we start the second half. The Spartans have the ball at the 36-yard line, actually. We got a number 10 over here limping for Spartans. It's Morgan Muck, the kicker.
I got to change the.
Okay, we got 1 in the backfield. No, 2 in the backfield. And tackled, and we had 6. Shaban as the quarterback that time. Number 14.
Washington, the ball
He's
carrier,
limping.
brought down in the backfield for a short loss.
Renewal
Brings up second
Washington.
down for the Spartans.
Was the running back there, and he got tackled quick for a loss. About a 3-yard loss on that play.
Beautiful day for football. Nice and crisp.
Yeah, and players like this weather here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
This is good player weather.
Well, it's
not
not-
great for fans up in the if you're not
Well,
if they're not
yeah, some
ready
of-
for it.
These fans have got their blankets and all that. And it's the
Well,
breeze.
it's windy. Yeah,
It's the breeze more
breeze
than
is-
anything.
If just the weather would be fine, but the breeze for the fans makes you cold. It makes it. If it's 45, it makes it feel 35. Wind chill. We got 2 in the backfield again. We got Shaban as the quarterback, I believe, again. Man in motion. Takes the snap, pitches out to number 4 going around. That's Washington, and he's being tackled for a 1-yard gain, but it's still 12 yards for a first down.
McNamara with a carry for a minimal gain.
Oh, McNamara, excuse me. I was thinking of the player that played before and got the ball before Renewal Washington. He's 4, not 14. Or 14, not 4. So correct
sure?
myself.
Are you
yes,
sure?
It's Andrew McNamara that carried the ball. I got 4 and 14 crisscross right there.
All right. So it's the 3rd and 11 on the
3rd and 11.
line.
We got 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, just 1 in the backfield with Shaban or Shaban. Looking, throwing deep down the sideline, or in the middle of the field, caught by Goff. That's his 2nd interception of the day. 3rd, actually, if you take away the one that came back.
They're going to see him in their nightmares, aren't they?
This is the one that wants to go to the main club.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's proving something here, isn't he? So we want the main club to, not that we want to lose him off the club. Wait till we win our national championship here, then take him.
This player is the one that asked to be a walk-on for the Buckeye football team, and they said there's no openings for a walk-on at this time. Told him to come out here to keep working, and these kind of things are going to help him. He may be on the team next year. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. We got 2 in the backfield. We got Thiel in the backfield for the first time today. He was a starting running back at the beginning of the season, but had a high sprain. Burton gets the ball. He's trying to reverse. He gets the way around. He's at least back up to the line of scrimmage and makes a gain. He was almost 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and made a slight gain.
An athletic
The
move.
ball carrier. Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and long for the Buckeyes.
Yeah. Thiel, number 7, is the president of the club. And was a starting running back and very good running back, but then he had a high ankle sprain and was missed several games and has been coming back little by little since then, playing special teams and then a few runs, and he's back the second
Joe,
half today.
We know his mother loves your voice. We know. Yeah, okay. All right.
You heard it, not me. And a nice run again going up to the 35-yard line by Burton.
Burton, the ball carrier again. 4-yard gain for the Buckeyes brings up 3rd and 5.
I thought I would say that because I knew you would eventually say
I
it,
was
Joe.
not going to say it.
Nothing like
Yeah,
a
but
mother's love.
You heard her saying it, just You hated to hear
I
that.
couldn't believe my ears. I thought, how in the world do you think that man has a good voice?
We have 2 in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. And here comes a blitz through, moving, throws to the right, caught by Keita, and he's getting gang tackled and pulled down. He's about a yard shy of the first down. I think it's 4 down territory right here.
I would say so.
Moore's pass is complete to Keita, short of the first down. Brings up.
Abdu Keita. I like to say that. I just like to say Abdu Keita. And it's a sneak, and it looks like he's going to get it easily for a first down. You got a big, the quarterback.
Big push.
Well, the quarterback for Ohio State played tight end for them last year.
Moore sneaks ahead for a first down.
And he came in as a quarterback, but we had a all-league quarterback at the time, so he had to wait his time. And so when he goes for a quarterback sneak, he's a big boy that can usually get that. And sometimes he'll call the quarterback draw.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 30 of Michigan State.
We got Thiel and Burton in the backfield. Hand off to Burton. Got up to the line of scrimmage and gained about 1 yard.
Burton with the 1 yard gain.
There was a hole. There was a hole there, but it filled up quickly. Just as he got to where the hole was, it quickly filled up. I think he thought he might get 5 or 6 yards out of that run.
So we got number 10 warming up on the sideline as a quarterback, possibly.
He's the kicker, I think, number 10 for this team over here. No, I'm not saying he's not going to go in as the quarterback, because when you got your main one out, anybody can go in. Pass to Hayes, caught probably about the 26-yard line, pushed back. Let's see where they mark him. When he caught the ball, he was standing on the 26.
Hayes brings up 3rd and long for the Buckeyes.
So kind of unusual, the Buckeyes facing a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9.
I tell you why. I mean, he caught that. I had him standing on the 26 as he was caught, grabbed, and pulled back, but they didn't give him motion on that. They pulled him all the way back to where he was tackled. All right, we got Burton in the backfield with Spencer Moore. Moore takes it, looks, throws to Burton coming out of the backfield. Play. He's going to get a first down inside the 20.
That split second.
Oh, he got rid of the ball
at just the right time. He dumped that ball.
If a half second more, he ate that ball.
That's right.
Perfect timing.
So they're
let them come through. They let him come through and then threw behind them and got the first down. So it's first down at the 19. Got to get down to the 9-yard line for a first down. Buckeyes are threatening to score again in this game. Handing to Burton. No, handing to Thiel, going up the middle. Thiel gets down to the 14-yard line. Nice run by Thiel coming out of the backfield there.
Thiel carries the ball out to the 14-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes.
No, that's not him limping. That's number 16. He had a slight limp as he walked up. Cooper, but maybe he was just walking. All right, we got Fields, the only running back in the backfield, and 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Man in motion, that's Cooper in motion, throws back to Cooper coming out of, he's got guys in the backfield. He's getting free. He's going around the other side, cuts it up. He's going to make something out of nothing. Oh, my gosh. He got down to the 10-yard line, and he was caught behind the 20, staring at 2 rushers coming toward him.
He eluded them both and picked up yardage.
Oh.
Gets the ball down to the 10-yard line.
It's going to be a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.
3rd and about, I'd say 2.
And this is 4-down territory. There's no question about that. Buckeyes aren't going to kick a field goal.
Okay,
I doubt
we got
it.
Thiel in the backfield. Spencer Moore. Thiel takes the ball. He's hit and falls down.
Hit. That's number, 20.
I couldn't see.
30,
32?
30 or 52? 52?
Michigan State's 52.
52.
Yeah, 52. Great tackle
Alex Roberson.
And he even helped
Great
the Buckeye
tackle.
up off the field.
Yes, he did.
Very sportsman-like.
Okay, empty backfield. Field's going out to the right with Keita. 3 to the top of the. Here's a snap. He's looking right, throwing right, and Keita coming in makes the easy catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. 41-0 at this time.
Ohio State touchdown.
Hayes and one of the defenders were talking and just tapped each other on the helmet. And, you know, I like it when you can be, you know, play hard, but it's like playing your best friend in basketball. You know, you're doing your best to kick his butt and win the game, but after the game you slap hands and walk off.
Is that what we do, Joe?
Yeah, I slap you around. We got a flag as the ball goes through the uprights.
It's good, but there is a flag on the play.
I think
Could
that's
be offside. It's offsides. Showing offsides. It's going to be
Declined. 42-0. Buckeyes lead the Spartans. We're here in the third quarter, the early stages of the third quarter. Well, actually halfway through the third quarter. And thus far, it has been all Ohio State.
I saw a guy with a white sweatshirt. I thought they were waving the white flag down here.
No, I don't think that's it, Joe. I'm sure that Michigan State is still going to.
I thought that was a white flag, but just a guy in a white sweatshirt.
They're going to play this to the bitter end. But remember, they can still be eligible for the playoffs. So this is not.
And I'd say they are, because being number one and losing, and the number one team, or the number two, and the number two team was beat, which opens the door for, I'd say, even if they lose this game, they're playing in Toledo next week.
We'll be there. We will be there. Keep an eye on the Campus Nation website. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel and
Could
like
you see Ohio State playing
and
Michigan
subscribe.
State in the national game?
Michigan State's playing.
I wasn't saying that. I said, wouldn't you like to see it? Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, 25-yard line. Up to the 40, and being tackled around the 43-yard line.
Good run back. Oh, I guess I got to
And
switch cameras.
And a player fell on him for Ohio State, and he reached down to help him up, but he's got a cramp in his leg, so he says, thanks, but no thanks.
Got to stretch him out, huh?
But that was nice of the Ohio State player that fell on him, got blocked, and then lost his balance, fell on top of the player, and got up and said, hey, here, let me help you up. So you got some friendly camaraderie out there right now, which is good to see, especially when you got a 42-0 game. The Toledo game last week got a little chippy. It's nice to see the camaraderie this week. Oh, another player over here limping.
27.
Looks like he's got a cramp. 27 looks like he's cramping up.
Well, got to stay hydrated, Joe.
Yep. Drink that beer.
Yep.
I don't drink beer. Okay, we got 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Empty backfield right now, and we got a player to run on the field, number 30. He's coming up to the backfield, and that is Juan Gomez, the only one in the backfield. Man in motion, hands. Oh, there's a fumble on the field, and the ball's loose. Did he get? I think he got it back at the last second.
He got it back.
It got kicked away from him, but I think as the Ohio State player went for the ball, he actually kicked it into the Michigan State player.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Michigan State's Gorney. Brings up 2nd and long for the Spartans.
Gorney was at the right spot. They tried to hand it to him in motion, and was not a good handoff. He went down. Gorney went forward, but it kicked out from him about a foot. And when the Ohio State player dropped to get the ball, his body hit the ball and pushed it really back to Gorney. So it made it 2nd and was that 5 or 2nd and 6 or 16? I mean
16.
2nd and 16.
That's what I said, Joe.
That's what I said right there. Didn't you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, one in the backfield. Going back, looking, being rushed. It's Shaban, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss. Down to about the 20. Going to mark him at the 29-yard line.
Now been taken down in the backfield by Ohio State's number 26, Mark Price.
Mark Price.
Number 6 limping again.
Long Spartans.
Mark Price made a great tackle in the backfield. Good job.
Sometimes if you're just watching our broadcast or you're looking at film, you don't realize that these Buckeyes are as fast as what they are, and that's what it is. The Buckeyes are very speedy, and so they're on top of you before you even know it.
Good coaching. All right. Here comes the Spartans out of the huddle to the line. We got 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. We got 1 in the backfield. I think Shaban is still the quarterback. Oh, it's 4 is the quarterback. They keep switching guys.
Well, he's doing a good job.
Got it a good job, made a nice gain on it. And that was McNamara as the quarterback, and he gained up.
McNamara takes the quarterback keeper for a 4-yard gain.
So I
Is that
think
fourth and long for the Spartans?
they will punt.
It's about 4 and 20.
Yeah, I believe they'll punt, don't you?
I would, but I'm not going to say. When you're down 42 to nothing, people get, hey, we got to do something here.
Yeah, but what
But
you don't want to
wanna-
do is
you don't
turn
wanna
this
get the-
ball back over to the Buckeyes as prolific as
I
sports.
do not see a punter
No,
right now.
I don't either.
When you don't have your starting quarterback in, I mean, okay, we got McNamara and Shaban, but I think Shaban's lining up as the quarterback
So
right
will this
now.
be some trickery?
No, we've got running backs playing quarterback. And it's a punt from the quarterback position. They're getting away from it. I tell you what, that was a smart play by Sparty right there.
I don't think they were fooling Ohio State, though. I didn't think they
He got the ball up quick, high. I didn't think it would go that far, but then when it hit, it rolled another 25 to 30 yards.
I give a lot of credit to number 6 for the Spartans. He has been in pain.
Number 4 is coming off of the limp, and that's
the backup
McNamara.
to the backup, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
number
running back and quarterback.
Number 6, he has been enduring a lot of pain. It's obvious, and he still goes back out there and endures more. So
I'd say Donovan. Especially if they think they can play next week, they're decided not to play him the
it
second
would
half.
probably make sense to not play him.
Yeah, even if you lose this, if you've got a high chance of going on next week, don't get him hurt worse.
You want your number 1 QB.
But now you got number 4 hurt. Hopefully, maybe he's just having cramps. I see him stretching him out, so maybe that's just it. He's just having cramps.
Okay, Buckeyes with the ball.
At the 14-yard line. Here goes Lang around the outside, and he's being hit, and he's taking a loss. He's losing about 3 yards on that play. Good defense.
Lang's brought down in the backfield by the Spartans. Brings up 2nd and long.
By a host
for
of
the
Spartans.
Buckeyes. By a phalanx.
Tell them if they want their names mentioned, get their numbers white, and they can be seen better.
And send the $20.
Buckeyes call timeout.
Buckeyes call a timeout on the field.
Is that their first of the second half?
I believe so.
Since nobody's keeping it on the.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, quiet. We're going to
Autumn is
break.
an excellent time to enjoy the great outdoors. It's also a great time to experience the scenic upper Cuyahoga River in beautiful Geauga County. At Crooked River Adventures, we're open year-round 7 days a week, and we rent kayaks, paddleboards, and canoes. Before or after your voyage, you can enjoy our restaurant with patio and bar, or you can bring your own picnic. Crooked River Adventures are perfect for school outings and for family bonding. For more information, visit crookedriveradventures.com.
All right, we're back. Buckeyes out of the timeout. 2 in the backfield. Hands off to Thiel coming out of the back. No, hanging to Lang. He's going down. He got a first down. He's still going. And he got all the way out to the 40-yard line. What a run by Lang.
Lang carries the ball for the Buckeyes out past the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Ohio State.
We had Thiel and Lang both in the backfield, and I thought the handoff went to Thiel, and it actually went to Lang. And I see number 8 out there right now for the Buckeyes. Sam Garber getting some playing time right now. You got Keita down here to the bottom, 2 in the backfield. Man in motion. That's Lang. Quarterback keeper. Keeping it, going up. He gained about 9 yards, or maybe 8 yards on that play.
Moore keeps himself for a 9-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 1.
I don't know if that was a fake handoff. I don't know if that was a fake handoff to Thiel or a miss handoff, because he had it out there and then pulled it back in and ran. So I couldn't tell if it was intentional or not, but good run anyway. Man in motion, Lang again gives it to Thiel, going around the left side. He's hit right at the yard marker. Oh, this one's not giving him the white line, which is he was at the white line when he got hit, pulled back to the 49, and they're marking him at the 49.
Thiel carries the ball, but short of the line to gain.
3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Buckeyes.
All right. Again, in the backfield, we got Garber with Lang. No, Garber may go out to wide receiver.
Still got a man down. So
they do have a man. So the Buckeyes are walking over to talk to the coach while staying on the field. And again, it looks like maybe cramping up. We got a lot of Sparties cramping up here in the second half.
They were probably with some American Cafe last night.
2:23 remaining in this third quarter play.
They were getting buckets.
Just a heads up, Coach Grega will be up after this game, up to the booth with Joe Davis and Rick Phillips. And I'll go down and collect the other 2 cameras while you talk to Coach.
You want him here and then turn the camera around right here and have him in the middle?
That's
I
right.
mean, he doesn't have set down, but I mean in that location.
Well, we want him facing the camera. We don't want you facing the camera.
Well, then let me over there, him here, because that way he'll be facing me.
You take my headset, give Coach the headset that you're wearing,
Right.
and ask him those compelling questions that you always do, Joe.
Always.
Like,
what do you?
is that your natural?
What do the fans want to know? Okay. We got Keita. We got Garber down at the bottom. And we also have Lang at the bottom. Lang, Garber, and Keita at the bottom. One in the backfield. One at the top. Hands to Theo going up the middle. He's hit. He's grabbed. And he gets the first down. Man, he fought for that.
Yeah, he had his jersey, and they were tugging on him.
They were grabbing his arm and holding on to him, and he still moved to get that first down.
Good enough for the first down.
I think he's going out on that play. We got Lang and Garber still in the backfield. We got Garber, Hayes, and Keita coming down. We got Lang in the backfield, one up top. Man going down the motion. 13 Lang going around the left side, and he's got free, and he gets. Oh, we got a flag coming back. It's probably coming back as a hold.
Yep, there was hold, and there was a little delay, but once again, there was a hold
just as he made that corner. Yeah. Just as he cleared the corner, a flag came flying in. So I'm sure the hold helped him gain that corner. All right, let's see what the call is. Buckeyes moving back. Let's see if it's a spot foul or from the line of scrimmage.
Looks like a spot.
Which would take it about to the 48-yard line, I think. Yes, the 48-yard line.
So it'll be first and
13.
First and 13 from the 49-yard line, 48-yard line, 47.
We're down to a minute 20 here in the third quarter. And the Buckeyes are happy getting some extra plays just to run the clock more. Fakes the handoff, comes around to the left, throws, caught by Keita. Make it hold. He outmaneuvered 2 guys, but there was a 3rd and 4th waiting on him.
Moore's pass is complete to Keita to the 40-yard line.
So it's going to be, was it 2nd down and 1?
Looks like it.
Bring down 2nd down with 1 yard to go for the Buckeyes.
All right, we got Lang in the backfield. We got Keat at the bottom. We got 3 men at the top. Hannon far top. Hands to Lane going up the middle. He's hit immediately. Gains a little bit and goes down. The ball comes out, but the referee's
No,
ball
that ball's
already
down.
blown the whistle,
That
and
ball's
we're
down.
marking it.
Yeah. And it's a first down, so the change will move.
Even though you're still trying, they've already blown the whistle and stopped your gain, any amount of you gaining any more yardage.
Lane carries the ball for a Buckeye first down.
Clock continues to run. 25 seconds, 23 seconds.
Just maybe past the 39-yard line. The back end of the ball, I think, is touching the 39-yard line. And
Got a timeout.
didn't see who called that.
Probably Michigan State. So we'll be going to the
Well,
final
no timeout. They're stopping because the quarter came to an end.
final quarter.
After 3 quarters of play, our score is Ohio State 42, Michigan State 0.
Yeah, when you see both teams starting to walk off the field, you immediately start thinking timeout, and you're forgetting what the time on the clock is. So, Buckeyes still have the ball going into the fourth quarter, leading 42-0, and on their way to possibly scoring again.
Well, they're more content right now.
Running the clock out.
Yeah, running the clock down than anything else. They want to get this
The
over.
more clock they can run down, the less time
Head back
the Spartans,
south
the Spartans can come back and they can get out to eat. We got to ask the coach where we're eating again today.
Towards Columbus.
All right, here go the Buckeyes. Ball in 39. One in the backfield. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looking toward Keita. Getting away. Throwing to the man out of the backfield, but didn't get it out there enough. Ball may have been tipped.
Moore's pass is incomplete. Brings up second down.
If he could have got that ball to Lang, he had an easy first down and possibly at least to the 20-yard line before he was going to be in contact with the defensive player. But did not happen.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 39. He had to get rid of the ball quick there. Again, we got Lang in the backfield, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Takes a low snap, looks, throws to the right, got it to Garber. Garber's going to – no, he's not going to get a first down.
Just short of the first down. About a yard short.
Moore's pass is complete.
Spartan defense closed quickly. It's actually 2
2
yards.
yards. Got to get 1 to the 30 and 1 to the 29. Got to get to the 29.
So,
3rd and 2.
3rd down with 2 yards to go.
And we got 4 down territory. So you got Lang in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, Garber and Hayes and Hannon to the bottom, Keita to the top. Hands off to Lang going right up. He's got the first down and more. He's down to the 26-yard line.
Lane carries the ball to the 26-yard
So
line.
I think what they did, they replaced the down marker because
With a
the
new
other one
one?
was broke.
Yeah, just they probably have extras.
This is the old-fashioned one that doesn't glow. It's not lit.
Right, this one's black. The other one was orange.
Yeah, it's just an old-fashioned down marker. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the junior high at the high school, and had to use it. All right, 1 in the backfield, hands off to Lang, going around the left side. Big opening, makes a cut, and it's coming back. Here comes 2 flags in. Probably both are holding.
Lane carries the ball again, but more flags on the play.
It's holding.
And I tell you what, he was so wide open out here, you didn't need a hold to get him in.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Holding is called against the Buckeyes.
He may have been calling on the same guy because the flags are on the 21-yard line.
It would be interesting to see how many penalties the Buckeyes have racked up today because they've had their share.
And going to make it 1st and 15 from the 31-yard line.
After the penalty, we have 1st first down and 15 for the Buckeyes.
All right. We got Burton in the backfield. We got Keita, Garber, and Hayes to the top. We got Hannon to the bottom. We got Spencer Moore quarterbacking. And going to hand to Burton, who bounces off a tackler, gets all the way out to the 18-yard line.
Another flag.
Another flag, holding against the Ohio State.
Yeah.
Burton the ball carrier, but we have another penalty flag against the Buckeyes.
And I thought there was a flag here, but it was the gloves by the defender.
Yeah, he's got some bright yellow gloves.
What's he doing Michigan yellow gloves on his hand as a Spartan?
Maybe they're Toledo yellow.
Huh?
Gen Z. You don't know. You never know.
Gen Z. Gen Z.
Old enough to complain about the next generation.
All right. So we got now first and super long from the 39. Got to get down to the 16-yard line. Do the math. Fakes a handoff, throws out here to Keita. Wide open, makes a man. And here comes another flag. Every time Ohio State goes, we get a flag. And it was on the other side of the field, and the flag comes on this side of the field.
But there is a flag on the play.
So it's going to be
and it's still first down.
First in Toledo here. Although that's actually north, isn't it?
Ineligible receiver downfield. Boy, Buckeyes, if you just make it harder for yourself right now, why don't you try?
Well, they are running time off the clock, Joe. You made a good point about that.
I mean, it's still first down, so they still got, 4 more plays here.
So it's
I think they want you to run it. Or this guy, is that what he means? Yep,
Run it. Start the clock.
I've never been taught.
Ball's at the 46-yard line.
I thought it's just him being lazy.
36, 26, 16. So it's 30 yards. First and 30. First and 30 for the Buckeyes. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Snap goes to Hayes. Going to make a run, and he's going to get back to the 40. So he gained about 6 yards on that play.
Well, he got back to the fourth line of scrimmage.
Moore's pass is complete to Hayes out to the 40-yard line, brings up second down for Ohio State.
Well, if the Buckeyes run 4 plays and go down to 2 seconds before they snap on every play, they're going to use a lot of time on this set of downs alone, even if they don't get down for a first down. And if you gain, 6 to 10 yards for the first 3 plays, you make that 4th down more easily possibly to make. 1 in the backfield, 1 on the bottom, 2, 3 to the top. Going back looking. Quarterback coming over is looking, throwing to the middle of the field. Wide open is Keita. He's going to get the ball down inside the 20. He's going to be probably about a yard short of the first down.
And Joe, there's no yellow hankies on the field.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually a clean play.
18-yard line.
And it's going to be about 2 yards shy of a first down, I believe.
Third down with 2 yards to go.
Got to get to the 16, and we're on the 18-yard line. So I'd say 2 more downs to make it.
Definitely. They're not going to kick a field goal. They're not going to. Field goal's not even in their vocabulary.
Well, they run more time off the clock by just running the play. So 2 more, and they could get the first down on this play. If they don't, they're definitely going on 4th down. Again, we got Hannon down to the bottom. We got Burton in the backfield. Everybody else crunched up on the right side. And it's a pass coming around to this side. A shuttle pass, and he's breaking tackle, got down to the 5-yard line. And that play was by Patrick Parrish.
We hadn't called his name today, have we?
No.
Parrish.
When he came through, I said, hey, I know that guy, but I hadn't called his name.
For the Buckeyes.
Well, clock is running. 3 Buckeyes gathering around together like, hey, what are we going to run now? Looking at the sidelines.
First and goal.
Here comes the quarterback over, and Coach looked disturbed, like he was like, no, stay out there and run the play, and the quarterback came to the coach, and he did not look happy.
Timeout Buckeyes.
He's like, coach is going this way, and the quarterback keeps coming toward him.
So next week we will be in Toledo, Ohio. We'll be doing both the games, the semifinal games. They'll be next Sunday, either at 1 and 5, which I think will probably be the time, or it could be 3 and 7. Only time will tell, but we will let you know. But make sure you go to our YouTube channel and you like the YouTube channel, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you share the YouTube channel, and you'll be up to date on everything about what's happening in the world of club football this next week.
All right, Burton in the backfield. Man in motion, Garber turns and looks, throws deep to the end zone to Hayes, and defended very, very well by Hayes is holding his arm, I think.
He may have come down on his shoulder.
Maybe shoulder. I think his right hand went up to the top of his shoulder.
He's coming off.
Michigan State's number 1, Caleb James.
So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we do not need to lose him going into next week.
So he probably will not play the rest of this
I would
game.
say. I would keep him out no matter what with 42-0 this lead. We got Keita, Garber, and Parrish, and Hannon all as receivers. Burton in the backfield.
Once again, 2nd and goal. Buckeyes are going to try to punch this one in.
We got Keita and Garber to the right. We got Hannon and Burton to the left. Man in motion is Garber. Quarterback keeper going toward the middle. He's going to get down to about just inside the 2-yard line.
Moore with the keeper, brought down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes.
See on the 1? I can't tell. See how the official already marked it? It might be the 1.
I think it's the 2-yard line, Joe.
Yeah, I couldn't tell where the official was, really, from this angle. It's right at the ball's right smack on the 2. You can see the ball down there now.
The box would move with
Is that
the field,
Is that it?
Trolley on over, slide it. We go trash that.
All right, we got Hannon to the bottom. We got, I think that's Burton to the bottom. We got Parrish and Keita to the top along with Garber. Empty backfield. Catching the ball, looking. Quarterback thinks about running, throwing. As it hit the receiver, Hannon, but bounced out.
Good
so it's going to be 4th and goal. Do we kick a field goal or
No.
He's coming on.
Well, maybe they want to practice.
Yep,
Nope,
he's
they're
calling
going
him back.
out.
Pass is broken up, brings down 4th and goal for the Buckeyes.
They all stopped at the same time.
I know it. Like the
they
coach
were coordinated.
like the coach screamed at him.
Yeah. Get back here.
Yep, he's going for it. Well, I think his thinking is even if we don't make it, they're going to get the ball
at the 90
at the 1 or 2
yeah,
yard
it's
line.
going to be 99 yards to score, so effectively they're going to have to eat more of the clock in order to
I tell you, I wouldn't even be surprised about empty backfield and a quarterback keeper just making it look like he's going to drop back for a pass and running because he's a big boy. He could do it. We got a penalty, delay a game. Ohio State because he ran out in the field, then he ran off the field, and then they took their time huddling. Now they're going to kick.
Yeah. So that answers your question, Joe.
And looks like David Cooper is going to be the kicker for this. I know that Rive has or is that Rive coming out now? No, here comes Rive. He was just late. Okay. Cooper's going to be the holder. All right. I knew he had a bad back, so I thought maybe he had stiffened up, but nope. He's out there. It's going to be David Rive.
Oh,
and
another penalty.
Illegal motion by Ohio State. I'm like, what do we do? So it's going to be from the 11-yard line.
penalty pushes back Ohio State
Nope,
another
nope.
5 yards.
12-yard line. Yeah, 10 from the 2 would be the 12.
All right.
All right. Ball's on the 20. It's going to make it a 30-point, or 30-yard, I mean.
And
it's good. So Ohio State tacks 3 more points on, makes it a 45 ball game, a 45-0 ball game. What's the matter? Rive.
Rive. She's been saying it all day, and then that's Rive's field goal is good. That brings our score to Ohio State 45, Michigan State 0.
The players call him Reeve. That's what I asked him. He said, well, the players call me Reeve. He goes, I said, but what's your mom call you? And he goes, Rive. So I said, you want the R? And he goes, oh, yes, please. So I said, okay, it's David Rive with the R from Puerto Rico.
all right, Joe. All right.
Oh, hush up. You're just jealous.
I know. I can't roll my
You,
tongue.
you don't have a voice like me. This is a radio
goodness.
voice.
Thank goodness. Yeah, and you got the radio face, too.
Hush up over here.
Everybody agrees with that, Joe.
He's got a Sparty shirt on. He don't count.
I don't know nothing.
All righty. Here goes the kickoff. It's up by Rive. It's coming down at the 4-3-yard line. Brought back by James. Bright came in, is getting tackled about the 25-yard line. And they're going to mark him. Well, he started to go over to the 26, but he went back to the 25.
Teams with the return for the Spartans. But there is flags on the play.
There is.
Imagine that.
I'd be offsides against the kicking team from where that flag is. I mean, it's got to be on the kicking team, and nobody's here until back here. Unless somebody ran up and did an illegal block or something for Spartans, but I can't see that.
Rive had his helmet off. Looked like he was shouting something.
Oh,
So
well.
something may have happened.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Spartans. It was against the Spartans.
And sportsmanlike conduct against the Spartans has been called.
Maybe somebody went to block the kick or something after the kick. And I think he's hands off or something at that point.
I remember that Penn State kicker. He was a real thick fella. That got a lot of notoriety for bringing down ball carriers with big hits. And as soon as people started hitting him back, it was like, oh, he's going for me.
Don't hit me. Let me hit you. That's why I play defense, so I can hit. I don't like being hit. Oh, they get the ball all the way back to the, 13-yard line?
It appears so.
13-yard line, first down. Got to get to the 23. And there's 9:38 left in the game. Look, blitz looking. Pulled back, and they're getting rushed. He's throwing the ball in from the end zone out of bounds. Boy, that was close.
Chavez pass is incomplete. Brings up second down for the Spartans.
They had his shoulder. If he could not have got rid of that ball, he was in the end zone. Referees looking this way cannot see. They've got their hands up. Sun's right in the referee's eyes as they look toward the sidelines. And referee threw the ball, and the other referee couldn't see it, and smacked a Sparty player because the referee was throwing it to couldn't see the ball.
Well, he had the ball in his hands, but he couldn't see to throw it to the proper place.
Okay, we got one out to the bottom, two to the top, two in the backfield. Who's quarterbacking right now? Is it Shabin? Caught, and tackled at the 21-yard line. Fell up. He was being tackled at the 17 and fell down to the 22 or 21. 20, just over the 20.
Third and short for the Spartans.
Well, 3rd and 3.5.
I mean, he was hit 5 yards back and still made it up there. That's a good run after. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was 6 or 4. I could tell it was a single number. And, they jumped back and forth.
Trying to find something that sticks back there.
Well, this is 3, 2, 3. It's Gordon.
Yeah, 3.
Gorney. That's Gorney down here. Looks like we got Shoving in the backfield. Fakes it, goes up the middle on a run, and brought down. Nice tackle in the backfield. If I can see, 28. Good tackle in the backfield by Matt Humphreys.
They're going to move the chains.
Yeah, he did a good tackle from letting him get any further up. I didn't mean in the backfield. I meant near the line of scrimmage. He did a good tackle, but enough that they got a first down. Now they're all gathering. These referees like to gather and talk.
Yeah, this guy's saying first down. This guy's saying fourth down. He's short. So we're going to hash it out.
I say give it to him. It's go on.
Whatever keeps. Play results in a first down for the Spartans. Whatever keeps the clock rolling.
I mean, at this time of the game, and Shaven, whose quarterback is limping on his left leg. I mean, he doesn't want to put much pressure on his left leg. Or Shaben. Okay, we got Gorney coming out here to the bottom. We got one to the top, man in motion. James coming this way also. Another man in the backfield. We got 2 men in the backfield with the quarterback. Quarterback's running this side, looking deep, coming, running, throwing deep. Could it be intercepted? It is, number 2. Yeah, he threw that up for grabs.
Yeah, we're getting to the frustration point here.
Challenge pass is intercepted by Ohio State's McClellan.
Marcellus McClellan made that interception.
First down for the Buckeyes.
I mean, there were 3 Buckeyes back when that ball was coming down, so I figured one of them was going to get that ball. At worst case scenario, it was going to be knocked down.
There was no best case scenario.
Ohio State has the ball on the 50-yard line. 7:47 left to go. Let's take an airplane ride right now.
Be nice to have an airplane ride back to Ohio.
Yes.
Wouldn't have to drive for, it's going to be what, 6-7 hours?
5 at least. Well, plus stopping to eat, yeah.
Are we stopping to eat?
I'm not driving all the way without getting some food in my belly.
You taking us to Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Get me some
I'll
fresh
pay for
bread?
mine. Like I always
Fresh
say, if
bread?
we go to Texas Roadhouse, I'll pay for my own. I won't.
All I can say is you better sell all kinds of sponsors next week.
The ball carrier for the Buckeyes.
We got a 4-yard gain by laying on that one.
Brings up second, about 6.
And got down to the 46. Got to get to the 40. Ooh, back up a little bit. I think you're over the line of scrimmage right here, aren't you?
Line judge is looking.
No flag, okay. Got it out to Lang. Lang going down the sideline. Boy, he's huddled that sideline quite often today, keeping in bounds.
Lang carries the ball for a Buckeye first down.
He got down to the 23-yard line.
Out to the 23-yard line.
Good run by Lang. Jack Lang. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Lang gets the ball going up the middle, goes to the right side. He clears the corner. He goes out of bounds, I think, inside the 5.
Yeah, it looked like the 5.
See where they mark
Lang,
it.
the ball carrier gets out to the 5-yard line.
These guys run so fast, the officials have to run to catch up with them. Here comes number 27 running in.
So now you were saying something about the streak, Joe. So I'm assuming those just weren't home games.
No,
these were their games from 2010 through 2014, 69-0.
And that was for Ithaca
that is
High
an
School.
incredible run. What a powerhouse.
They have 8 divisions here, and they're in the bottom division. Back then they might have been up 1 or 2 divisions possibly. About 2 divisions at that time.
Whoever they were beating up on everybody.
Oh, yeah. Garber in motion. Ball dropped. Picked up by the quarterback, Spencer Moore, and he's still on his feet fighting, getting down till the 3, between the 2 and 3 yard line, maybe the 2.
Moore picks up the fumble and turns it into a 2-yard gain.
I mean, he was happy just not to take a loss, or just not to fumble the ball, and then not to take a loss, and then to gain yardage. Spencer Moore did a great job on it. He's hard to bring down, I tell you. He's a big boy. But that pass was low, and he reached down, just couldn't reach down low to grab that ball. Need to get that hike up just a hair. Laying in the backfield. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Thrown to the outside. Oh! Off the hands of Keita in the end zone.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes.
All right, 3 to the bottom. Garber, Parrish, 18, and Chambers to the bottom. Hands off to Lang. He was going around the right side, but he was met with 3 rushers.
Gonna kick a field goal.
Carrier brought down in the backfield. Brings up 4th and goal for the Buckeyes.
He's looking to the sideline. I'm thinking he's going to say go. Just stay out there. If you don't get it, they got a long way to go. Let's eat up some clock. That's what he tried to tell him last time when the quarterback walked off the field. And then they lost yardage, All right, laying in the backfield. Keita to the top. Chambers. Garber. Throwing up the middle. Bounces off and out of play.
So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Moore's pass is incomplete.
Sparty takes over.
Michigan State, 1st down.
First down. Michigan State with 4:05 in the game. Now the biggest question of the game at this point is, will Michigan score and take the 0 off the clock or off the scoreboard?
Well, Michigan won't score, but Michigan State.
Well, the state of Michigan. Michigan State, will they score before the game's over? Not trying to be, I don't know what you want to call it at this point, but I'm serious about, can they get down the field and take away the 0?
I'm sure they would love.
They want to take that away from Ohio State.
Goose egg. Yeah,
and Ohio State wants to keep that goose egg, because that's the biggest fight we got, I think, right now: keeping the goose egg or taking it off. Taking it, handing off, tackled in the end zone.
That is a safety.
It is a safety.
And Ohio State will get the ball again.
Plus 2 points. He wasn't brought back. They're marking him on the 1-yard line. He was standing in the end zone.
Oh, okay. So I'm taking off.
He was in the end zone.
That might have been a gimme.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I'm not going to argue it. I'm just stating a fact. You can look at the game later.
We can look at the game, and of course this video will be available immediately following the game. Number 6 hobbles in again. That young man.
Why are you putting him out there?
I don't know.
You got a chance to play next week. Don't get him hurt today. He may be just cramping up real bad.
Kudos to him. What's his name? Number 6. Shaban. He has endured all game long.
He's the quarterback in the backfield. Takes it. Oh, I think we got motion. I think the quarterback was running up to get the ball before.
Half the distance to the goal line.
It's going to be the 6-inch mark.
Yeah.
I didn't even think the nose was on the goal.
I think the back end of the football is almost touching the goal line. There's no half distance.
There's no quarter of the distance.
Look at that. The ball is technically touchdown. It's touching the goal line. Technically they're almost smarter to take it under center and try to move out rather than take a snap in the backfield. All right. We got one coming out far to the right, one coming out far to the left, one just off and 2 guys in the backfield with the quarterback. He is under center this time. And the Ohio State moving up. Quarterback throwing deep down the field, and nobody's there. There was a player coming, but he was 10 yards short.
Shaban's pass intended for Gorney is incomplete.
Yeah, he was trying to hit Gorney coming down the sidelines. Gorney, I think, was open. He had his man beat.
He was briefly open, yes.
But the ball was probably 10 yards ahead of him. So now we got 2nd down and 15 from the goal line. I mean, the bad part, if they don't gain anything, the punter is going to be standing. They're usually standing 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, 15 to 17, and he's only going to be 10 yards behind the center. That's
it's going to make a difficult.
We've already blocked one.
Yeah.
All right. Shaven is off. He's not behind the center this time. And we got a timeout called by the Spartans.
Timeout on the field called by Michigan State.
2:40 left in the game with timeout. Score 45-0 Ohio State.
We had a chance. Your dad has to keep calling these timeouts. We're going to have a real talk with him about running the beer. You know what system you don't have to worry about starting quarterback going down? The beer. He knows this. Someday.
Oh, it is 3rd down, not 2nd down. They hadn't moved the marker yet when I mentioned that. So it's 3rd down and 15. So they need 15 yards on this play.
Oh, that's profound, Joe.
Or they've got to punt it from less than 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, it's a
That's
tough,
what I was bringing
it
up.
It is a rock and a hard place, as we call it.
You know, they do not want to try to punt the ball that close, but they've already had one blocked, and it's like.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right. There's the snap. And he's punting the ball from at the 3, but it's blocked. And it's bouncing back. And it's going to get about the 7-yard lines where they're marking it.
Almost went straight up in the air.
Yeah, I think when he punted, I think it was blocked by someone rushing in. And it kicked it straight up. And they were trying to catch him by surprise.
Right, hoping that he'll at least get it out.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
2:32. The question is, will Ohio State score or take knees?
I don't know. You can't take knees. It's 2:32.
1st and 10 Buckeyes.
I mean, they can run a few plays to eat up the clock.
Right, if they run sideways, laterally, or whatever. But
I think he'd like to put 50 points on the board.
you think?
I really do, but we'll see what happens here. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Hayes up to top by himself. We got Garber, Parrish, throwing and caught and brought down. Might even been for a loss right there.
Moore's passes
By
complete to
Chambers.
Brings up 2nd down for the Buckeyes.
Chambers was on outside man over here, went back, caught the pass, but he was, as soon as he caught the ball, he was being hit. So the ball was on the, what is it, the 6-yard line or 7-yard line? It's no gain then if it's right at the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal, whatever, no matter where it was, still 2nd and goal from the 7. Garber in motion. Hands the lane going around the right side. Here comes the man in. He's being brought down.
Tried
And
a couple cuts.
We're down to 140 and running.
Laying the ball carrier. Brought down in the backfield by a group of Spartans.
So you're getting close to where you could take a knee a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might run one more play, and then if the clock's low enough, then take a knee on the last one. We'll see what happens. 125. How many did they get in college? I don't know if it's 35 to 45, and I'm not sure where it's at in there.
All right, see what happens.
I thought 40, but I'm not sure.
40 as soon as the last play.
I think it's 40. Empty backfield, looking toward the end zone, throwing wide open, caught
He's got it.
by Garber. No, Parrish. Or excuse me, Hayes, my man.
Moore's pass is complete to Hayes for a Buckeye touchdown.
I'm trying to read those numbers, and Hayes cutting across from the right toward the middle, catches the pass for a touchdown. 51-0 with the extra point kick coming up. in a way, I think a team would rather you fight against them to the end than take a knee. It's almost.
I know. Yeah, I agree. I would agree that that's my assessment at least.
All right. David Rive down, kicks up, and looks good and is good. 52-0 with 1:03 left on the clock for the kickoff. I look for a squib kick here. Ohio State does not want to run back right here to erase the shutout. So they're going to probably squib kick it, hoping whoever gets it eats up some time, tackled quickly, and doesn't leave much time left on the clock for them to come down. And Ohio State's pass defense has looked very sharp all day, and knowing they're going to be passing makes it even harder. And their pass rush lately has been coming in pretty good. I'd say this time of the field.
I would say
they're
this
tired.
time of the year they're hitting on all cylinders.
I'd say the offensive line is getting a little tired this late in the game, and it makes it easier for the pass rush to get through and in there sometimes. He didn't kick. I don't think there's a penalty if he does not kick the ball.
No, he hasn't touched the ball.
He didn't make a motion toward it. He just ran past it. He might have been off stride or something. I don't know.
He's making sure everybody's lined up. Here he goes.
Cooper and kicks, and it's a squib kick coming up the middle. Hits off a player. Bounces. Picked up by that player, and being tackled at the 29-yard line. I think that was number 8 or 9.
Probably said, why'd you have to kick it to
9.
Buckeye kickoff is fielded by number 9, Josh Langdon.
Josh Langdon.
Short return.
Wide receiver for them. Picked it up and got it back to the 29-yard line on that squib kick. There's now 59 seconds. We just broke the 1-minute mark left in this game. They want to score. They're going to play hard to the end. They want to score with this last 59 seconds.
So we're going to have.
And Ohio State does not want that to happen. So it's going to be an interesting 1 minute. Can we stop them from scoring? And they just took number 12, one of their main defenders, out from the backfield, defensive backfield. Handoff going up the middle. And 20 got tackled at the 29 for a no gain, which sort of surprised me. It's almost like they're just wanting to run the clock out rather than.
And it's possible, but someone is imploring the coach, so maybe they wanted to throw it, and he was upset at the fact that they couldn't throw it.
Or maybe they want to get Ohio State thinking they may be running the clock and then, boom, throw long.
Well, the clock is running out. It's 30 seconds remaining in this game. And I want to remind everybody watching that we're going to have the Ohio State Buckeyes head football coach, James Grega, up in the box here. Joe will do an interview, and I'll go collect the rest of the cameras.
It'll be after he talks to the players.
Right, of course.
Handoff, no. Handoff, yes. Going around the left side, and he gains like 1 to 2 yards and brought down in 3, 2, 1.
That's it?
That's it. They're saying stop the clock, but the clock ran out to 0. Before the referee signaled up here, stop the clock was already at 0.
Well, there's a player down.
Right. But the question is, I'm not saying don't put time on the clock. I'm just stating what exactly happened.
So we'll have to wait.
Their players were saying, hey, we got a player down, but nobody called it until time was out. Let's see what they say. No, the referees are walking off the field.
Yeah, so that's it. Zebras are going to the locker rooms, to the showers. All right, I'm going to I'll be back up, Joe, before Coach Grega gets up here. So
well, the players are not meeting at the 50-yard line because the player is on the field. Ohio State players are on their knees.
And I've got it set in case they do. So I'm going to go down and get the I'll be back.
All right. Who's down? Can you tell?
I think it was the ball carrier, Caleb Cummings.
Caleb Cummings.
I think that's him.
He's setting up now, so that's good news. And I think it is. I think it's Caleb Cummings. But he is setting up. When they set up like that, that's very good news.
Yeah, his elbow might be out of socket.
Okay. Which is not a good feeling, but usually can be taken care of. Hope it's nothing more serious than that. Because I'm thinking, they're going to move on to the championship game next week, or the semi-championship. And, you want him healthy to keep playing. And don't want him healthy anyway, no matter what. But respectfully, both teams are on the sidelines with their knee down. They did bring out the cart to get him off the field if he needs it. Hate to see a football game end this way, It's already a sad day for the Spartans with the score like it is, and you don't want you've already lost your quarterback and then you don't want, and you got another player limping around, and you don't need another player being hurt on the last play of the game. It's just like not a good day. Coaches are shaking hands on the 35-yard line, showing that's a good sign there.
They may not go to center field. To 50-yard line. I had to shake the corn husks out of the bricks.
See, look at Six limping off the field. I'm surprised he was still playing limping that bad, unless he's just getting really bad leg cramps. Leg cramps aren't going to hurt you to play, but you're not going to be effective if you got to limp that bad. And again, there they are going to get on the 50-yard line. And these two teams could still meet in the future.
Yeah, they could.
Both teams could play next week. If both teams win, they would be playing for the national championship against each other. And the Spartans are looking forward to that happening. Players meet at mid. Even though you got beat like this, I think if I'm the Spartan, I'm thinking, I want you to win next week.
Yeah.
I want to play you again. Even though you might say, hey, let somebody else be, we'll beat them. But no, I think they want to. I think if they both play next weekend in the semifinals, I think they're wanting more than the Ohio State wants the Spartans to win. Mm-hmm. They don't want to meet them again. Right. And the Spartans are, no, we want to play you again, and it's just like anything else. When you a team out of your league, you don't want to play them. They always say if you play them twice in the league, you don't want to play them the third time.
Right. Yep.
East Clinton Volleyball did that 2 years ago. They won the league. They beat this team twice. Well, she personally put herself into that thing, so they would have to play that team knowing, hey, we beat them twice. They beat them. You do not want to play a team out of your league the third time. Anything can happen. And that was both teams were very respectable right there. Several Ohio State players are coming over and tapping the player on the shoulder pads. That shows good respect. And these are the guys who were playing against him right there, I think, the ones coming over. Spartans are huddling up
Did you see it?
on the 15-yard line. But can you see very well? He's holding his right elbow. That's what he's holding.
His elbow is like right here, not right here.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Hopefully it's just out-jointed, which can usually be put back into place, like his shoulder and stuff.
Down there asking about it.
What's that?
They said, Spartans down there saying, do they always win like this? I said, most of the time.
Did they call the game? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
There were some fans asking about the. At first, I think the one lady thought that I was with Michigan State.
Oh.
She said, "You get some good pictures." I said, "Well," and they asked about.
Well, you got a Ohio State hat on.
I know, but that doesn't mean anything. I graduated from Wright State.
All right, going back to Elma.
Good job, gentlemen.
Seems nice.
Can I share the booth with you, fine gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure. Have a safe trip back. If you're looking for food on your way back,
Yes.
and you're with the old team, I don't have any recommendations for you just because it's a lot of guys. But if it's just you guys and a couple others, highly recommend Meats in Lansing. Meats Barbecue. It is
All right. Thank you.
primo shit.
Take care.
Yep, take care.
Well, it's up to you if you want to stop quick or do you want to drive a long way and then. That's what I thought.
All right, Joe. I collected the cameras, and I think that there's not going to be. Well, did they meet at the 50-yard?
Yeah, they did.
The
They
player-
met. They met already.
Yeah, the player is still down. I still think that Grega will probably come over.
Many of the Ohio State players went over and told him, they touched him on the shoulder and said, "Hey, I hope you get better,"
Right.
which showed good sportsmanship from both teams there.
Yeah. So anyway,
And here come the players over, so he's probably already talked to them on the sidelines. So.
probably so, and he'll make his way up here, and I will give you my headset, and you give Coach Grega your headset, and I will turn the camera from the field to Coach Grega, because we don't want to look at you, Joe.
Unless he forgot.
He's not forgot. He doesn't forget. All right, here, you take my headset, and you can. It's not like you can fill. I know that. Joe, we're on the air still.
Well, moving the camera. You got to move it eventually.
You're not an engineer. You're not allowed to touch that stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Union will be angry with you. The engineers union.
Engineers union.
What is?
I'm pointing it to where he's going to be standing.
All of the press box.
Well, let me see. How does this look?
You got to go back further, or I'll bring the camera in there.
Well, it's way too much. About right there.
All right. Everybody said, no wonder you don't want him to be on the camera.
Hey, yeah. Where is that at there?
Well, there's not a lot I can pack up, so we'll have to wait for Coach to get here, and then I'll pack up the rest of the stuff.
Oh, they're taking out the stretcher. Oh, man. See a high state player down there. Probably parents or somebody. Here he comes. Hey, Coach. There's your mark. Put the green right between you, and you should be right on my camera there.
All right.
Well, congratulations on a great win today.
Thank you very much.
Sorry it had to end in such fashion.
Yeah, always unfortunate.
What's your whole view of the whole game from start to finish?
I thought we started great. I think that's one of the better starts we've had to a season, or a game, rather.
Right.
I thought, second quarter got a little sloppy. In fourth quarter, second half, there were some spots that were just really sloppy. I didn't like our execution.
Well, we got more penalties right there,
Yeah.
a big stretch than we normally
Right,
have.
and at this point in the season, that can't happen, especially in postseason. So we got to clean that up. I was a little disappointed at how we finished the game, but really liked our start. And obviously, it's the second game this year we've had end with a serious injury. So we're thinking about the young man from Michigan State. We certainly hope he's
Right.
okay. So.
Well, congratulations on that. Who do you foresee possibly playing next week?
It's either going to be Central Georgia Tech or Sacred Heart, I would imagine.
Okay.
So we'll find out probably around this time tomorrow, if I had
Okay,
to guess.
that sounds good. We'll be there definitely. And there's an outside chance you could turn around and play this team again in the finals, isn't it?
In the finals, we wouldn't be able to play them in the semifinals. It's
Right.
It's written into the NCFA rule book that you can't play the same team back-to-back weeks in the postseason.
Right.
So it'll either be Sacred Heart or Central Georgia Tech, if I had to imagine.
Okay, that sounds good. But the way your team's going right now, it looks like you're ready for anybody that comes forward. I mean, I don't mean you're going to walk over everybody, but I'm just saying you guys have confidence going into the next
What
game.
I liked about our team today is we had great physicality. I
Yes.
thought our guys played really, really hard, and I thought, our physicality level, especially to start the game, was really, really good. But again, execution. We had a lot of penalties today. We got to clean that up. You can't have that this late in the season and in championship games of any caliber. So we got to clean that up. But I mean, I think our guys are playing really good ball and they're playing physical. Which when you get to this time of year in the postseason, you got to play physical or you don't have a chance.
Right, and I think they did. I think they played physical. They played the whole game.
Yeah.
And that spoke well of them. So what do you foresee happening between now and next weekend?
Well, I mean, we got to clean up the penalties. We got to clean up, any of our mental mistakes. We had a lot of those in the second half, and again, that can't happen.
The thing I was starting to think of a minute ago, it popped out of my mind. I saw some new faces, not new, but a lot of different faces in today's game catching the ball. Hannon, and some. Garber, who played a lot, I think, at Wittenberg, but didn't play. Hasn't played a lot, and then got into the game today, made some good plays. And
Sam's a good player for us. Kind of a really good slot receiver that's been backing up David Cooper, and good to see him get in the game. He's kind of been sick and out for a couple of weeks, just battling an illness.
I was wondering what happened.
Been battling an illness, so he didn't practice much this week. But we were able to get him healthy for today, so he was able to get some run there in the second half.
one thing that looked good with that is you got some depth.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be when you got depth like and this late in the season and going into different teams. When you put different guys out there, it's the other teams like, who are they going to? What's going to happen? Because you don't go to one guy all the time. You go to a multitude.
Well, and I think the big thing is this time of year you have to have depth because there's injuries. I mean, you saw today there were quite a few, and I think the big thing for us is when we get into the postseason. Now we're in the semifinals. Rotations are going to tighten a little bit, but it is good to know that we have guys who can step in and play, if there's an injury, and guys will have experience out there. So I think that's the most important thing.
All right. Anything you want to finish with to your fans or anything?
I'm very, very thankful for the fan turnout we had. We're 4.5, 5 hours from home, and I thought, for the most, it was nice seeing, a lot of parents make the trip up here, and I appreciate you guys making the trip for anybody, who couldn't, that was able to watch. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you for all that you do, and hopefully we'll get home safe, and hopefully we'll figure out tomorrow who we're going to play, and we're looking forward to, I think the NCFA did a great job of, getting a place like the Glass Bowl to host our semifinals. It's the championship game is obviously the championship game. That's the biggest. But when you've got a semifinal event where you play 2 games, the 4 best teams in your league in a showcase like that, I think that's a huge event. And to have a venue like the Glass Bowl, I think it's very exciting, and it's really good for our league, and it's really promising for the future of our league. So our kids are excited.
Great. And I think a lot of the teams you're going to meet are seeing, if they're watching some of these play games, if we're pulling up off YouTube, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to play that team.
Well, and look, there's some really good football being played, especially in the South. I know Central Georgia Tech beat Gordon State twice, and Gordon State beat us last year in the championship game. So there's some really good football being played elsewhere. Sacred Heart's undefeated, and Central Georgia Tech's undefeated. So there's whoever we play is going to be undefeated and is going to give us a great test, and we have to be ready.
How big was it for your team in the fourth quarter to keep that 0 on that?
Our defensive coordinator, Dylan Barron, does an unbelievable job, and I know he, despite putting some backups in, guys who don't get a lot of playing time, to keep that 0 on the board in a championship game is a big deal. Now, obviously, they had some injuries. Their quarterback got knocked out.
Yeah.
So that obviously plays a big factor. He's a really good player. Donovan, I believe his name is.
Donovan, you're right.
Really good football player, and, if he can't come back, that obviously hinders their offense quite a bit. So we hope he's okay. We hope the young man who got injured there at the end of the game is all right. And, Michigan State, they're 8-1. They still have a good chance to get that wild card spot in the playoffs, so hopefully they can get healthy and have a shot in the semi.
Okay, well, I want to end it with congratulations on a great game and a great season, and more to come.
Thank you so much, guys.
Let you guys get on the road and get back to Columbus.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And this does it for Rick Phillips and Joe Davis here today at Veterans Field, or Veterans Memorial Field, at Ithaca High School in Michigan, and Ohio State winning the game 52-0 over the Michigan State Spartans. And goodbye to everybody. Hope to see you next week.